Another Tuesday night. We're here with some hot topics tonight. This ain't Goes Podcast. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP family. I'm here with Cherie. I'm here with Short Mizzle. I'm here with T. I'm here with Mr. Razor. I'm here with Lola B. Starting off with Miss Lola B. What's going on, Miss Lolina?
Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday.
Everything
It's
good?
early. It's early in the week, but I'm still ready.
Still ready? Yeah, let's make it like a second weekend. We started early this week. That's how it goes. Yeah, man. So Mr. Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Yo, I'm here. I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna try to tone it down a little today, man. I ain't gonna come too hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna behave myself today, man. You know, so but yeah, I'm here, man. It's good. I can't complain, man. That's it.
Yeah, you should tone it down. You've been out of hand. You know, so you ain't gonna give us your bullcrap weather report, or you?
Hey, man. Hey. Expect a little rain tomorrow. That just a little rain, not too much, but you know, bring your raincoat or your umbrella, whatever you bringing. Bring something to cover you from that rain.
I know I'm gonna bring a better weatherman. That's what I'm. Yo, T, what's going on?
What's up? Here, blessed by the best. Tuesday, ready to get these topics addressed and enjoy it with the fam.
Yeah, man. How your week went? Oh, well, the week just started, so it ain't like week already started.
It's on a good note.
Rolling good.
So far, so good. Yes.
All right. I feel that. So Short Mizzle, what's going on, my brizzle?
Yeah, man, living and loving life the safe way.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Yeah,
clean it up.
Yeah. I was ready to trigger.
Oh man.
I was ready to trigger the,
I'm gonna need you folks to calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Waiting for you, boy.
I'm gonna need you guys to dial that back.
You still had to let it go. We're gonna dial in front.
Oh man, dial it to the side. Dial it to the side, huh?
Dial it to the front or the side. Cherie, what's going on?
What's going on? We in the building. It's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the topics. Let's get it in, Ready?
We gotta do what we do. We do what we do.
And we do it well.
You know it.
Word.
Yeah.
So, people, man, my week been all right. You know, I've been noticing that the summer is coming to an abrupt end, and I'm not liking that at all. The weather has been feeling a little, and the weather has not been good at all out there. Buck, big up yourself, Buck. What's going on with you? Yeah, man, the weather ain't been too cheery out there at all. But hopefully this won't be a crazy fall. Hopefully this virus get under control and we can have a better year next year with more camaraderie with the fam and do more stuff together as a family. Fams. So let's talk about PPP loan. PPP loan lists are out. And do we feel sorry for these people that's gonna get in trouble, or should they get in trouble? Should they or say be given, in Jamaica we'll call it a bly, or say give loan forgiveness? Should they get some loan forgiveness? Should they get a bly? What y'all thinking? What you think? What you think about this PPP loan thing, Lola?
Hey, I think it is what it is. They knew what they was doing. They knew that they did not have no employees when they were putting their information into that system. They knew. So, hey, you got to take what you getting. Yeah. They was balling out. I saw so many trips, so many new bags, name brand stuff from people that was regularly wearing Forever 21.
Which is nothing wrong with Forever 21.
Right, because I don't wear name brand stuff. So, but baby, they was balling out. Now they gonna be balling when they go to jail.
We fly high. You know they. Oh man.
Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I feel like whatever you can get from
Uncle Sam,
the government,
so too.
Get it. However, when you know that it's a possibility that it's something that you could get locked up for, like you took the chance.
Yeah, don't be stupid. That's all we saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, don't be stupid, because it doesn't make any sense for you to be out there taking stuff that you're gonna get. You're gonna have to reap some repercussions. Gonna have to come behind you. You doing certain things. So why do it?
Right. And I'm nosy, so I was reading the whole list and some of the names of these companies.
Me too. I know some of these people up there.
Like you knew.
Yeah.
You didn't think nobody was gonna catch that.
Better.
Like you couldn't even come up like with a almost legit sounding name.
Exactly.
Me and them.
Right. Right. I saw one that was called Hellcat Me LLC.
Oh wow.
Are you serious? I know it was a guy that did that. I know it was a guy.
Wow. That's crazy. What do you feel about the PPP loan thing going on? The list out, Mr. Razor. What do you think, man? What's crossing your mind while we think about what's going on in the world? People getting what they thought was free money, but
they knew it wasn't free.
Well, nothing is free, but I like I said, I kind of have mixed feeling on this one, man, because the wealthy, they get tax break, they get all kind of program that they don't need, and at the same time, look at it. Some of these airline companies, some of these big companies, that really didn't need the pandemic money, they got it, and their pocket is getting fatter. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going to be going to jail. So it's like a thing where you're coming for the little man. It's like the little man always getting screwed, So it's kind of a mixed feeling. Yeah, they shouldn't have did it, but I like to play stuff on an even playing field. You ain't locking up these men at the top. You ain't supposed to be locking up these men, the people at the bottom. Maybe they got to pay back whatever. But that's just my feeling on it. It's mixed for me, but. I just look at it like that.
I hear you. I mean, to each his own. But I think there's a thing that you grow up saying that, don't jump in the deep end of the pool if you can't swim.
True.
So it don't matter how much you think
they
that
knew they weren't gonna have money to pay back.
Goals and Gatorade and strippers and rap albums.
Yeah, they was going in.
What you was doing. The consequences are on you. It's an inherent fact that rich people, and I mean, I understand what you're saying, because
they know how to play the game.
Rich people have certain privileges in America that poor people don't. So, and one thing we were always told from kids growing up is to what? Don't play with Uncle Sam and his money.
Yeah.
We were told that when we was a young kid. So why would we be out here playing with Uncle Sam and his money? Miss Indiana, big up yourself, showing up. Everybody out there on the live so far. If you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube and hit like on YouTube.
Come on,
comment in the comment section with us and have some great dialect with us. T, what you thinking about this PPE thing, man?
Man, they better turn Ursher on and let it burn.
Let them burn.
I think I froze up. Let it burn, though. Yes, let it burn. That's their fault. You know what I mean? Like that, they're crazy. They sat there and they got greedy. That's the problem. It's not the people who got a couple of, just a couple of. It's the people who went and got ridiculous amounts of money, knowing they had none of the stuff that was on the application, and then didn't put nothing into the business whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like they paid everything else but their business, So it's like, nah. Like, why am I gonna feel sorry for someone? I don't feel sorry for a bank robber who gets caught. You know what I mean? That's basically what they did. They robbed the government through legal paperwork and left a paper trail. Shoot. Yeah. They left a paper trail. It's what they get. They ain't send me no money. I ain't want none of it. I ain't want none of it though. Then I would have been an accomplice. No, not at all. You know what I mean? And they did go after the big companies because in the beginning, I remember Hallmark was one of the companies that actually had to give all the money back because something was wrong with the information that they had. So they did go after them, but them big companies got the money to pay it back. These people ain't got that money. That's the difference. You know, like this dude went and paid the government back their own money. Like that's like robbing the drug dealer and then going back and trying to buy something from. Like what was he thinking? Like that's crazy. You don't know.
People double tapping the fountain. But here's where the problem lies. Like a lot of people think they're gonna get away. These dudes have 3 protocols that they're using right now. You know that they going back for more. I think Dre said it was a lottery and you know, some people won, some people didn't. But here's what they're doing. Some people might win right now, but what they're doing is the computer, they're asking you to turn the people in. That's the first line of defense for them. Then they're asking, then they're gonna have the computer check. Then where the computer fails, they're gonna have humans go and check. So it's a good possibility a few might get through that loop. It's a big possibility that a big percentage of those people are gonna either get locked up, gonna have to pay back the money or get some type of misdemeanor or felony on their record for trying to scam the government.
They going to jail. They don't got that money no more.
For real. They released that list for a reason. They know that these people got some money, stunted on somebody, made somebody mad, and somebody gonna call and be like, I think you need to look at this. You know what I mean?
Down the street.
That's how they always catch people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they always catch people that way.
So all of a sudden, little Bon is living in the project, making $100,000 a year. Like, come on.
Then pulled up with a brand new Mercedes Benz on wheels. Like, yo,
Uncle Sam wasn't gonna catch you. Come on now.
Balling.
Come on now.
People out here snitching.
Exactly.
I mean, you're snitching on yourself by playing, because this is what they're doing. If you read the loan, you see they're saying, I made $99,000. And I love how the government do it. They're so scheming because they know a lot of these people are saying the business is at their house. So they'll drop a picture at the people's house, right? They drop a picture of your house and your address. So when you look up there, I'll be like, oh, wow. $100,000 a year, and this is where you live. Like,
this is where you live at.
I think you're playing with.
You living in the affordable housing community?
Yeah.
You in the projects.
Make it, yeah.
Oh, what you think about this old short mizzle?
Well,
why you sound so sad?
I'm not sad. I'm just bewildered. Frankly, I'm puzzled.
With the big words,
I'm puzzled. So I'm looking at it like this: you don't have employees. Why do you need a paycheck protection loan?
Paycheck you protecting?
Whose paycheck are you protecting?
Mine.
They're an employee. They're an employee of the company.
I am the
they have. That's what unemployment is for. If you had a real job, if you had a job at all, that's what unemployment is for. If you had a job. So I mean, so that right there lets you know that these people just going for the biggest amount of money. So the $300 a week or $400, whatever the case is in your state, wasn't enough. They had to go for the big bucks. They had to go big time. They want $50,000. They want $50,000.
These people were getting millions of dollars. Like
so the rich people, I know we're all saying it's stacked against the little guy for sure.
Definitely.
And we know the rich always get over it. I mean, that's just capitalism.
Problem
that's how it works in America.
They got the pockets to pay
and they
that
can pay
money back
when they get caught. When they get
they
caught,
can be like, okay, you caught me. Here's the money back.
Right, so they ain't going to jail.
Snipes and don't pay taxes, you go to jail.
I got that $62 million back in my car right now. Hold on for a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Take it back.
I give you 65.
My bad.
No jail time.
You caught me. Ooh, here's a little interest. Let me give you a little interest with it.
So with all that being said, though, it's a sad situation because again, little guy don't know where he get. You got to get in where you fit in, and that's not where you fit in.
Right.
You should have got the unemployment like everybody else, save the money, maybe buy a little car so you can go to work after the pandemic is over or something, right? Yeah. But not to go buy Benzes and to go live big, buy big Louis V bags.
Yeah. I mean, like actually start a business with it. You know what I mean? Like if you got the PP loan and you actually start a business with it, like come on now. If you didn't have a business, at least start one with it.
People use unemployment to start businesses. People use unemployment to start businesses.
That's true.
But hey, technically they did start a business.
Yeah.
He was robbing Uncle Sam.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the crazy thing though. So they couldn't even pick a proper name, some of them. They pick an Instagram name as a business name. Come on.
Little whoop whoop.
Yeah, come on, really?
LLC.
Like, who's working for you at that company?
Cardiac LLC.
Dimes and Diamonds LLC.
You know, Little Ratchet LLC. Like, come on.
Dimes and Diamonds.
Dimes and Diamonds.
That's kind of a dope name there, though.
No, Carrie. I didn't get a reason loan. I didn't take a loan. I didn't take a loan. I left it alone. No. I know that they're gonna come look for me, so I wouldn't take a loan. I know they're gonna come look for me first.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. I talked to my tax people, and he's like, "Boy, you out your mind?"
I mean, I got a 1099, so technically I could do it, but I work for myself. I don't have any employees.
Yeah. So did they like actually go and get business licenses like that?
No, they not. I have one on the wall. Right, I have one on the wall right there.
So they were letting people. So they were letting people just say, "I have a business."
Yeah. No.
They weren't like.
What they did was went and got an LLC.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Once you LLC, right? Yeah, you just LLC, and you get the LLC right there and then. You spend $100, $90-something, and you get it right there and then.
Oh, so they actually was investing. They did do some investment.
So I know some LLC you could have got $1,000 and they wouldn't have come look for you for $1,000. Not really. They had a small loan, you get $1,000, right? Yeah. Nobody's coming look for you for that.
Yeah, I don't know. Uncle Sam don't play.
I saw like 5,000 of them.
I owe Uncle Sam $35 one time. Uncle Sam,
they want it back.
He snatched it from his check.
Man, I was like,
that was my gas money.
That was not there.
They'll come get $5 from you because they'll make it accrue. They'll make it accrue till they get to $100.
Come get it. They'll snatch it. They'll snatch it before you see it.
They want their money back.
You ain't even gonna see it.
Yeah.
Have you in there arguing with the people about where my money at? They're like, where your money at?
It's gone.
We ain't
going with the wind.
You see what it says right there?
Mm-hmm.
Google that and call that number. You call them and be like, hello.
Call that number.
State Department. State Department. Click.
Never mind. I don't want to know no more.
Just let him go.
It ain't that important. I don't need that much.
I don't need that much. I don't need it.
But yeah, so I mean, the whole point of it is they knew. I mean, again, you could have went reasonable. If you had a small LLC, you can get a grand. They wouldn't look for you. They don't really care about that. When you're talking about 10 grand, 15, 20, $1 million, they're gonna come look for you. They want that money back because that multiplied. They want that money back.
I see somebody that got $20,000.
Do they own a company?
And you have no employees.
No, see, that's the problem.
You and your friend.
You want to know what probably messed people up because they so daggone greedy. They applied for these loans and said they made this much money, and then they went the next year and filed taxes.
But which is crazy.
And got earned income credit.
I saw people on Facebook promoting it. Like they will help you get the
loan.
People were selling.
Here's the worst part.
People were selling. They were like selling people's information.
I will make a check for you.
Yeah.
Somebody came in my inbox like, "Should we block?"
Yeah. Here's the worst part, guys.
That's like the Bitcoin. Part. You say Bitcoin, you're gone.
Let's think about this for a second. Here's the worst part, right? The government last year was giving you $300 a week plus whatever your state gives for unemployment. So you could make a lot of money for that year, getting $500-600 a week for like a year or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they were giving you 2 or 3 stimulus checks because a lot of people they make less than $30,000 a year. They make less than $20,000. They have kids with it. They were getting these stimulus checks. Why don't you take that and do something constructive with it? Why do you have to go for the PPP loan when you have nobody to protect?
Because
nobody's paycheck to protect.
Are green.
Because they got greedy. They got greedy.
The eyes
they got greedy. Someone said, "Man, I just got this loan and they ain't checked nothing," and then people was,
They was like,
get
"Oh, I'm do
greedy,
it
you
too."
know.
Everybody went
That's
on
what they
it.
say. Fast money ain't good money because now you looking stupid. You know what I mean? If you would at least, if they would at least got the loan, started a legitimate business, started doing something for themselves, I'm pretty sure the government wouldn't mess with them. You know what I mean?
But it's not even that. It's back what we lead to is misinformation. You have people that was out there telling people that you don't got to pay it back. You don't got to pay it back.
Yeah. They ain't read them terms and conditions.
There's no such thing as free money.
You got to pay it back.
They don't understand that there's certain things you had to do, and it will forgive a percentage of the loan.
You got to keep your people working.
And then you have to file for that. It just doesn't happen. They just don't say
to prove it.
You have to go file for that to happen. Exactly. So a lot of people didn't know that because you had somebody on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter and all the grams and the TikTokity and all these things.
Yeah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay all. You gotta pay all that money back.
A TikTokity, all those
people actually charging fees to get you locked up.
Right.
You done pay somebody a fee and they got you locked up.
You can't pay that money back. You going in.
Hey, can you tell that guy that got your loan?
So many people like, I'll help you with your PPP loan. You need a PPP loan? I'll help you.
They didn't help. They didn't read the terms and conditions. They didn't go because I know I have my sister-in-law that has her small business and she read. When I tell you this, we was on there like reading like magnifying.
Read all the lines, yeah.
She was like, okay, I can get one, but I can use, this for this. Like she bought all her stuff for her business. You have to show that you have a business and you have to show what you are doing with it, like what you need it for. Some people need it for machines. Some people bought machines with it. Like she bought a machine for her thing to make all her cakes and stuff. You have to read. Some people say, oh, just go get a LLC real quick, and they go into jail, and I all go to jail because I ain't getting no. They didn't want to share with me. So everybody goes to jail.
Where's my money?
But see, you got to realize though, those people at the same time, they didn't care. They didn't whatever. They were just greedy themselves. That's why I don't feel sorry for them. It wasn't like they were tricked and manipulated because, like all of us said, we know people, and I'm pretty sure people probably came at each one of you like, yo, I know how you can get this. You know what I mean? No matter what.
They knew exactly what
we all had enough common sense to say, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good with my stimulus. Like I'm good with my stimulus check. You know what I mean? It shut the whole world down. What you spending money on? Like the whole world was shut down. And y'all out here buying alligators.
They knew the scheme. They knew the
like alligators.
Guys, we're talking over each other again. We sounding a little mumblish, so let's give each other time to talk. What I was gonna say a while ago. Oh yeah, I didn't have any better sense. That's why I called my tax man.
But you had sense enough to do that.
You had sense enough to call your tax man and get the information.
And I called two different ones. I called my uncle's tax man. I called my tax man. I put them the information that they gave me.
I didn't call nobody. I knew I wasn't eligible. I ain't calling nobody.
That's the people who.
I just knew I wasn't eligible. I just knew. I was like, no.
Everybody was eligible.
I ain't got nobody employed, so I was like, I knew I wasn't eligible.
You still could have got $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 off of you being a part of that business. Problem is, a lot of these people shoot for the stars.
It just wasn't worth it to me.
You tell us that your business made making $100,000 and you're missing money. Yeah, they throwing you $20,000 and $50,000 to try and cover that. When you tell them that your business really, your little bobo class business that you got in the back of your house only make like $50 for the last 3 months.
Oh man,
who's gonna laugh at you?
I'm definitely gonna get you.
You is going down. Okay.
Cherie, what you think about this, man? I know you kind of already said something, but I actually didn't ask you yet. So what do you think?
Everybody should go to jail.
No. Not pulling any punches, huh?
That's nice.
Not pulling any punches, huh? No love.
Yourself.
No love.
Yourself.
Go to jail.
everybody that's on the live.
Go to, oh, sorry.
I was saying everybody that's on the live, hit like, please. What you saying, Cherie?
I said the people that knew better, y'all to be the one that should go to jail.
They all knew better.
Y'all know that you didn't have no employees. You know you wasn't making no money. You know you just started the business 3 days ago. You need to go to jail because you was money hungry. I don't care what the situation is. You going to jail, and if you have children, your children have to suffer because of you, because you want to be greedy. And you didn't even, and it's different. You don't even use the money for your business. Like, okay, I got this money. Let me buy everything that I need for the business. So just in case if I have to pay something, at least I'm gonna show like, yo, I use this to buy my machines. Yeah. No, you went and got Brazilian hair and Peruvian hair from the Malaysians and the BBLs and your Chanel bag and new rims and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
Go to jail.
That's just crazy.
Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Hey, but here's the thing. Remember old boy Maurice, what's his name? Maurice Fane, or I don't even want to call no man fine, so I'm gonna say Fane from Love and Hip Hop.
Oh yes, 1.7
years, boy.
Yeah, because you got that.
No, but he had a lot of other stuff. A lot of other charges aside from that.
How much money did he take? How much money?
He had like $2 million though.
Yeah, he got 1 million. It's 1.something million. And he was charged with wire fraud, bank fraud.
That's just idiotic though. How do you think you get away with that?
You know, along with a slew of other
that's who paid the government back. He paid all his restitution. All his back child support. I give him that though. He did pay his back child support.
But let's unpack this. If you had the money to pay it back, why would you take it in the first place?
Greedy.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense to
me.
Sharp man, you trying to make I almost said it. You try to make the
most of these people didn't even have a business, short man. Like
they just want that money. That's all.
They are smart. They are smart.
Most of them got a PPP loan. No, they got a PPP loan, and then the next year filed for earned income credit, income tax.
Them green eyes, and my mom works them green eyes.
Then next year they owe taxes to the IRS because that's taxable income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. Like Jerry was saying, they never thought it would turn around this quick.
Mm-hmm. They thought they had 5 years.
To them.
That's
one thing we know about
the government. They want their money back.
I don't know why.
You chipsters that think that they gotta put a chip in you when you carry this around with you everywhere you go. And you got a social security card, and you got a bank card, and
listen. If you look on Google Maps, you can find them. Look on Google Maps, you can find them.
Man,
look, a lot of them. You go to their social media to put their exact location.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm right here.
Restaurant. And I'm over here, and you in a restaurant trying to show up with lobster.
They sitting there having lobster dinner. They having lobster dinner, and the feds coming in like, all right, time to go.
Come on, don't even.
Everybody you trying to show off for?
Come on.
Girl said the misinformed and uneducated on the overall outcome of receiving the money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of that and maybe they felt like, oh, it's just gonna go on my credit. My credit already bad anyway. But this is the government.
That leaves dumb and uneducated. Because Uncle Sam don't put nothing on your credit. Uncle Sam taking that. Uncle Sam taking that.
They don't care about your credit.
They're not gonna do nothing to your credit. They're gonna get their money.
They're not used to getting the money that easy. That was the whole thing. You didn't really have to show. You didn't really have to show.
You got a car. You got anything of value.
They want their money back. Yep.
They are freezing your bank account. They are freezing your bank account.
Kitty on you and say, take that.
They are locking up your bank account. They are putting a lien against your house. Anything you think you own.
Yeah, they are coming for it. Their money is going back.
They are coming for it. Those guys do not play when it comes to getting their money.
Gary said he's gonna have to return his gators. Boy,
Cherie, why they deny you, Cherie?
He ain't playing. Don't pay him no money. No damn business.
Wow, Dre throwing shade.
We
Yo, Dre, wild, man.
They said, Dre, we wanted to get locked up too.
I wanted that money.
No.
Y'all was like the only people they
I wanted
denied.
$100K.
They do got GoFundMe's. I seen this girl put up.
Oh yeah.
She got to pay Uncle Sam back, and think about
Pictures
it. Pictures
of her kids and everything.
But why would you think somebody should help you?
She just said no. Think about it, guys. I'm fine. Like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna donate to this GoFundMe right now because she's fine. Yeah.
After you done wasted all that money, now we got to help you pay back. Nah.
Absolutely not.
You better go start her OnlyFans and pay it back.
They banned. Didn't they ban the porn on OnlyFans?
They thought it was going.
They backed out.
OnlyFans did what Mr. Razor and Sharpman would say. They stepped back.
They reverse course.
Yeah.
Now that's better.
No
they reverse course on that one.
Yeah.
Smart move, guys. Smart move.
I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry.
Better. Y'all knew better. Y'all know.
Mm-mm.
Even people that I know asked me, "Oh, should I?" No, don't do it. But you went and did it. So bye. I'm a good writer. I will send you. I'll write you.
Listen, if they said we're giving everybody $5,000 for free, I would be in line. I would take it. Why not? They didn't say that though.
I accepted my stimulus.
They didn't say that.
Look, I accepted everything I did have to apply for.
I mean, they send it to you because you're in that position. Yeah.
Yes.
Got that.
Yes.
Got that stimmy.
You dropped that in my account.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very scary when it comes to certain things. So when they were sending out the stimulus check, I still was Googling and looking and asking like 20 million people if this is because I don't want nobody to come to me and be like, take away my taxes. So I still was trying to, they was like, Cherie, they sent you a letter.
Like, I don't want no loan right now.
Don't give me nothing I ain't asked for and then come back and try to take it.
Like I'm a very scary person when it comes to all that type of stuff. I don't want to go to jail.
People really are stupid though. Because think about this.
Absolutely.
I saw from the other day, I've been seeing messages coming to my phone that there's too many attempts on my bank account. So I should put my code in the link that they send me to fix it. But listen to
somebody
me.
did it.
A lot of people I know did it. I'm telling people, they're like, "Oh, I did it." I'm like, "Well, you need to call your bank
and change it."
Especially like older people.
You just gave away your stuff.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I was
especially older people. They get that's how they get defrauded a lot.
Especially with this social security scam thing that's going on.
Yeah, man, these scammers are
a lot. Yes.
Well, you can't tell me that there was a couple of attempts on my bank account because first of all, my app's gonna tell me. That's why I got an app on my phone.
Right.
You telling me and my app not telling me something goes wrong.
But, I ain't gonna lie, I be borderline mad when the bank call me because they'll deny and decline my stuff. I be like, what? I know I got money there.
Oh, me. Let me know. Just in case.
And then they call and be like, are you? Yeah, now you got me in front of the store looking like an idiot, like I ain't got no money. But I appreciate it because I have had fraud on my account, so you know what I mean.
A lot of people get scammed. I get at least 3-4 scam calls a day.
I'd scam you too, though, Mr. Razor.
Yes, scam likely always calling me every couple of times.
I love scam. One time I was bored, I answered the phone. He was like, "Hello, hi." I said, "Hi." He was like, "Do you know that you have won the lottery?" I said, "You lying." He was like, "Yes, my sister." I said, when he said, "Yes, my sister," I said, "Okay, here we go."
Just send me $1,000 so I can clear it for you.
Right. All you would need is to give me your checking account. And I was like 38882222111144.
One time I talked to one of them fools and made him feel like he had got me. Well, I ain't had nothing else to do, so I was just on the phone. and I actually even accidentally answered the phone, and he's when I looked at the phone, I heard him, hello.
Matter of fact,
I started saying hello too, and I started talking back. This fool started telling me all the time, like, let me get my bank account information for you. I put the phone down, lay down in the bed, tried to doze off. When I look back about 5 minutes later, he's still on the phone.
He still was there.
Still waiting.
I'm still looking.
I got some old credit cards in here, some expired ones. I'm gonna start giving them old expired credit card numbers.
That's what I did to one of them. I gave him an expired debit card. I was like, and that's my debit card. He was like, are you sure it's your debit card? I said, yes, it is. It's my debit card. He was like, thank you, my sister. I said, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, was it African Prince? African Prince.
Dre say people who's getting unemployment didn't work. Oh, they going to jail too.
Yes, they're going to jail too.
I know one that's already in trouble. His happened way before even all this this stuff came out. He called me talking about, bro, you was right, boy. You told me not to play with them fools.
Wait a minute. How do you not play with the government? To not play with the government? How do you not know that?
Man, you don't play with them white people money. Don't play with them white people.
They want their money back.
All Uncle Sam care about is green.
All you see is that bank account goes zero.
They want
Uncle Sam care about is green. Green.
They don't play around.
I want it now.
My mom say all the time, them people green eye.
Money run America.
So you can't miss something you never saw because you ain't never gonna see it.
Yeah, you know the government. Hey, you know the government is shy.
They get first dibs. They get first dibs. They get to stick their hand in a bag of chips first.
The government will get your money quickly. The government will get your money quickly. When it's time to pay you, they slow about it.
In the club.
Switch subjects.
Back in blood.
October 15th is right around the corner. No, all VIPs are sold out. We're thinking about making some more. Actually, thinking about making some more VIP for real. But if you still want the VIP by the bathroom, we still can hook you up with that too. So don't feel like we making some. We probably gonna make some extra VIP that you're gonna be taking away from the bathroom. No, we can still work that out for you.
Lola, come on.
Make your list.
We'll be here. Also, let's remember that these girls look fabulous.
Yeah, they do. They sure do.
Those are my boobs. Boots so big, oh, have mercy.
And I want to give a massive shout out to the Honorable Dr. Umar Johnson. He's paving the way for the future of mankind in America.
The future of dumbness in America.
So I know you lying.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about Haitian immigrants at the border. Yeah. These guys on horses chasing people with whips. I think we fell back into the 18 and 1700s.
Right.
And what's going on in America? What you guys think? What's going on in America? Let me hear what you got to say, Mr. Razor.
Man, it's just crazy. I think what they think is slavery days again. They go around whipping on people with horses. Man, what's wrong with these fools, man? All of them need to lose their job. You know, everybody that was there, that's you don't do that stuff, man. We're America. You're supposed to treat people with humility, you know, and I don't see none of that right there. These people are trying to find a better way of life. You know, they've been going through a rough time. Stuff been happening to them. You know, these people just want a way out, man, and they're not getting any help. And you got these fools going around whipping them with whips, man. I don't know what's wrong with that, man. I have a few more words I want to say, but like I said, I'm going to keep it PG. I'm going to behave myself today.
You should behave yourself today, definitely. No reason for you not to, my brother. No reason for you not to. It's horrible out there, man. When you take a look at this, when you take a look at this, man, you know, I was talking to Sharpman throughout the day. Because, you know, me and Sharpman keep a dialect going on throughout the day, and we was talking about just stuff in general. And when I saw this, you know, and I saw how it started trafficking on social media, I was like, we got to talk about this. We can't wait until Thursday to throw this in. We got to talk about this tonight. So, you know, what's your thoughts on this, Sharpman?
I'm trying to figure out where we are in this country, man. I mean, it's like a throwback to slavery. I mean, it's crazy. This is like 2021. I don't care. So listen, I'm not advocating for anybody coming to America undocumented. But what I'm saying is they're human being, point blank. Human being, point blank. That right there is crazy. They need those guys. They keep talking about investigation. You got them on camera. Fire them right away, immediately. That's the only thing I don't like about sometimes the justice system. This due process thing, people take it a little too far. You have somebody on camera doing something, screw due process. They need to go immediately. Because what's the explanation? Oh, that wasn't me whipping them, or that wasn't me. That little girl almost got ran over, for crying out loud. I mean, that's crazy. That is just insane. I think people really need to stand up and speak out about this. And a lot of people on social media, raising their voices and stuff. But I just, and I don't want to make this about race. But it's hard. It's hard to deny. It's hard to deny the fact, though, that you don't see this happening to anybody else.
Nope.
That's hard to deny. You can't deny that.
In case people don't know, the U.S. is a part of the United Nations. United Nations have a deal with countries that are doing better than other countries, and this is a fact. I'm not guessing this. I'm not asking anybody if this is right or wrong. This is a fact that whenever you in harm in the country that you're coming from, the country that you're going through is supposed to give you asylum.
Let's give you asylum, exactly.
I mean, they're supposed to go through a legal process of this, but because of the what's going on in the country, so many of them came, the whole pandemic and all of that stuff, it's kind of causing a rift. So I do understand that part, but how they're treating these people afterwards, when Cubans want to come to America, they come.
But let me
coming to America with a throw, they come. Right. The Afghans was coming the other day, and they definitely need to come in America because they was helping us out there when we was out there.
Yeah, and you know what the crazy thing is?
Feeling when the color of the skin is black. What's going on?
And the crazy thing is, man, these people that are coming here now, they're not even the people that they're not coming directly from Haiti. People don't even realize that. They're coming from South America. They've been in South America for years. Yeah. From the last earthquake.
Some of them have made a journey around since this earthquake. Have made a journey around this whole place, bro. They've literally run down to make themselves over to Panama and run up. Yo, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just saying though. But the thing is that you said about the asylum, they're not even giving them that process. They're just putting them on planes and sending them back to where? Send them back to what?
I mean this is the excuse that they're using, because I was watching the news today before we got on. The excuse that they're using is because of the pandemic, which I understand.
I heard that one too.
Partially true. And people are not vaccinated. They don't want to pile them up in there. Well, half of America don't want to take these shots, so give them the shot and put them in the place.
But no, something I saw the other day though. Some of the migrants are vaccinated.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Which is crazy. Imagine that.
That's crazy to me. Cherie, what's your thoughts on this, man? I definitely feel you. I'm gonna show y'all the two culprits that making this happen right now. Because you can't blame one without blaming the other.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in the other guy. The one I expected from, the other one I'm just disappointed in.
The dummy is I expect nothing better from him. Exactly. And to be honest with you, I don't really expect too much better from this new administration either, because we got a whole bunch of fluff and no stuff from them so far.
Yeah, we need some action.
When I first seen it, I just cried. I'm right now trying to hope, because this is like, and then it'll be wrong if one of them brave ones and a couple of them grab the whip and bring you down and pull you down and beat you up.
Oh, they took over. Haitians don't play. They took over one of them vehicles and stuff already. Haitians ain't the people that you play around with like that. They not going for it.
Like they got to defend themselves, man. Yeah. Seriously.
And to people that don't see themselves in these people, I don't want to.
I can't relate to them. Yeah.
I can relate to this. We all, well, not all of us, but most of immigrants came from different countries. We might not come like this, but our uncles, some of our uncles, our aunts, our mothers, our grandmothers,
right. Everybody knows somebody.
Exactly, that came like this. They're not animals. We're not animals. We should not be treated that way. Yes, we're coming. If we're coming in here, it's because we need help. It's not like we're some type of animal that just will like, no, let's go take her. No, they need help.
That's how they treating people.
They treating folks like barbarians, man.
Like animals, like we don't that like they're not like I'm gonna say we because I'm part of them. We're not people. We are people. We are human beings. We're not animals, dogs, and then it just took me all the way, like it just took me.
Yeah.
Definitely feel, you know.
And then you have this Republican that talking about, oh, the agents did a good job fighting, you know, and then they talk about they want to put God in everything just to cover up their mess.
Man, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, that's a
different.
Don't get me started on that.
We had some dialogue on that the other day, broski. Let's leave that one alone for right now. This ain't.
He was like doing God's work, fighting everything they can't. Like, who are they? Why are you? Who are you fighting?
That's the excuse. That's what they hide behind.
Who are you fighting? You're fighting innocent people. You like the one that broke my heart is when I saw the picture of the guy with the baby at the one that you just showed. That just broke my heart in pieces.
I mean, we all have kids. Imagine that. You know what I mean? That's insane.
Can you imagine our children? Like this person is crossing the road with his child on the top of his head, trying to find something better for his child.
Yeah, you know,
and we don't that. Yes,
the people that justify this.
That might be his little sister, his little, you know, they just trying to find.
But the people that justify it, they try to separate themselves as if we're somehow, you know, and I say we, the collective, we're somehow different than they are, you know, than them.
We're not.
But we're people too. You know, people, you know, the only difference is the color of our skin, right? That's the only difference. And so it leads me to believe that, you know, again, I always say I don't want to bring it back to that, but you know, if it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, talk like a duck,
I'll be darned, it's a duck.
It's a duck. So fool me once, shame on me. You know what I mean? Or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, whatever. Hey, you know, I see what you guys are doing. We can see it. It's not like it's hidden. We can see it. It's in plain sight.
It's right there. They put it in your face.
It's clear. They're not even hiding it.
And they don't care. They don't
at all.
They don't care at all. They do not care. They don't. This is a perfect example of United States not caring.
Yeah.
Point
blank, period. I will say other stuff, but you know.
Yeah, my Haitian massive. We always got y'all in our prayer. As I always say this all the time. We came here on the same boat. The only difference between us is one boat stopped one place and another stopped one place. And I should also add that when we were unruly in America, they used to ship us back to the Caribbean. So you know, we all mixed up all over the place. So we the same people, man. People need to just realize that. I see a lot of. I was speaking to a friend today that irritated me so much because he was speaking and not knowing what he's talking about. Talking about, well, they should go the right way of doing it.
How?
You know how hard the right way is? Like they make it impossible almost for some people.
Oh,
yeah. I hate hearing that point of view. Lola, chip in and tell us your thoughts.
It's disgusting. Like it's like as if they're treating it as if they're trying to herd cattle. Like these are people. These are not animals. You know, and it, like she said, it's not like they're trying to come here to take over anything. They're trying to survive. Like it's why would it be an issue? Like everything else is fine. Everything that everybody else do is fine. So why can't people that's trying to save their own lives come here for help? Like it's disgusting.
You know, absolutely. The funny thing is that what they don't tell you is that the few people that was actually that they were chasing, they were the people that designated each other to go get food for the rest of the people. So there's like 10,000 of them there, and it was only 80 something of them that say they was going to take a chance to try and go across the border to go get some food for their families that they left behind.
That's crazy.
That's
Like,
insane, man. Yeah, because I see the guy with the food in his hand with the horse running up on him. You know, that was crazy.
I don't know, man. It's definitely disheartening.
it very much gave me slave vibes, and I'm not here for it at all.
It's definitely a throwback to slavery for real.
Yeah.
That definitely.
Horses and whips, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Like, why do they even have whips? Like, where did you get that from?
boy.
You know,
That's not a police weapon. What?
I mean, come on, they're down there like the Wild Wild West. Come on, they're in Texas, down there like the Wild Wild West, and they're behaving like it too.
I know for a fact they would have had to use more than a whip if I was there.
Yeah. And then if we retaliate, now we're animals. If we retaliate to protect ourselves,
they treat you like animals, but then when you react, it's your fault.
Complain about it.
It's your fault.
T, what's your thoughts on this?
You
don't cuss them out. Don't cuss them out. Gather yourself.
Yeah. It's you know, like people are saying, oh, the Rangers need to be fired. They didn't go purchase them whips. Like Lola said, first and foremost, why do you have whips?
Exactly.
I've never seen whips used in any other. This isn't the first time we had, you know, thousands of refugees coming from another country to our country, you know.
Exactly.
I try to give understanding because yes, we are in a pandemic, and if we're trying to control it here in our country, to have people just coming over, so yeah, control those who are coming over, allow them to come over, control it, and make the situation better. Not sit there and like really. There's no excuse. Like I sat and tried to watch the newswoman interview. They were interviewing the White House representative, and she's like, I gotta gather more information. Yeah, and yeah, I get it. I get it. You gotta gather more information, but
I mean,
you gotta figure out which lie
that's code. That's code.
Yeah, y'all gotta figure out how to go about
for the
this.
narrative.
You know what I mean? Like
Olivia Pope.
I am very disappointed in our government, you know what I mean, right now, because yes, I did vote for them, you know what I mean, but y'all came in with the Black Lives Matter, but y'all done stuff for everybody but Black people right now. And here's another example of it. Again, I have never seen any refugees with like they actually have a whip. Like I had to look, I'm looking.
Where to get
that's
a whip
what
from?
I mean. Like what? Why? Why would any official have that whip?
Do you notice what's in these guys' hands? That's why I let
food. It's trays of food.
They're getting
trays of food. Trays of food. Trays of food. Like they don't have any weapons. They don't have anything to harm. But again, why do y'all have whips?
Yeah, I mean, like when you come to work and decide that's a
right. They send them out.
It's like a tool of the trade. You got a whip.
No, that means it was given to them, because you know when you're acting official, you cannot bring any kind of weapon protection or anything that is not issued by the party. So where they get them from? They got them from the government. Like that's
crazy. But they're in Texas anyway.
That's part of their standard uniform. You know what I mean? Like
America. I ain't surprised. I just America in itself.
I mean,
Texas was trying to tell women what to do.
Maybe this is their answer to tasers. We taser, we gonna whoop them. Like, what would make? I mean, why would you have a whip?
You know, I think about Roots. I think about Roots when I see them with the whip out there. So you know, that doesn't go anywhere good for me thinking about
PTSD for Black people, man.
I tried to think of the last time I actually saw a whip and what it was used for, and the only thing I could think of is animals. You know what I mean?
Beat Black
people. Like I haven't seen it. Like
not in real life. I haven't seen one. Maybe on a show or something. You know,
that's such a good point that I wanted to say too about ever since Haiti is the first Black country to gain its freedom and ran its own democracy.
And they still wouldn't give them their money back.
Those people, they should get their money back within how much it costs right now with the
interest,
times interest and
everything
and what it's worth at this point, because the money that the Haitians spend to keep their freedom after they beat those buffoons into smithereens. You know,
so I got to pay you to be free after I beat you. I mean, how does that doesn't even make sense? But again, we've been taken advantage of.
They're gonna try and make some excuse for it. They'll probably try and come up with a bigger story, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're
to
crafting
cover it up because that's how they'll do. You know what I mean? Like I tried to think of every possible way, but the one thing that just kept, I tried to. I really tried, but the one thing that just really kept sticking in my head was like, why do they have whips? Like, there's no excuse for that. Like, I get it. Yes, you don't want them to come in. I get it. Even horses, hey, they run up on us down the beach at the ocean front. You know what I mean?
Right here in Virginia, right?
In Virginia Beach, Norfolk, right, you see them, the cops be on the horses. So I'm not going to say much about the horses, but why on earth would any cop have a whip? You know what I mean? Like for anybody, like, yeah, like for anybody, but you've never seen it before with anybody. Like I've never seen any other group of people getting, yeah.
I want somebody to come defend this.
Yeah, you know that there's probably a few people watching, but they probably looked in the comment section, see the comments, so they're not gonna bother comment because they know they're gonna get lit up. If you watch on live, please like, share on your social media platform, please, so we can keep this conversation going. This is the Anything Goes podcast. I'm here with the AGP family. We're just having some great dialect, having some good conversation. So now we're going to switch to our next topic of conversations. We're going to talk about a young lady that has been very influential in this generation right now. Evidently, I should say her cousin's uncle's auntie's cousin's brother balls was swollen.
Well, let's discuss. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Here's the thing with people like this. People like this have a lot of influence, and they say stuff that they don't well, I think she do realize that she has a lot of influence, and I think she's very much aware that people follow what she say because her barb was out there in front of the CDC and all these people out there marching and holding up signs, protecting her cousin's friends, uncle's balls. And I think misinformation is killing people in our community. And I think that, there was a point that I wouldn't say too much about like advocating for this stuff to people because I wanted people to make their own decision. But it comes to a point now, I've known way too many people that have died from this thing. Yeah. And I've known people that's in a house with other people that they're the only one that has the vaccine and they're the only one that haven't caught it. And the problem with me is now everybody talking about, well, if you get the vaccine and still getting it, why am I taking it? When as ever in the history of man have you ever took a vaccine that the doctor have told you once you take it you can't get the virus? It has never happened. Let's discuss this.
Never,
ever.
What's your thoughts on this,
Blue? She, first of all, because I've seen a lot of things I seen a couple of blogs. I seen, they misunderstood nobody misunderstood what you said. You said your cousin friend said he got the vaccine and his balls swole up. And just like because she insulted
the cojones.
It's a big cojones, bulls. But she insulted the lady on the newscast.
Yeah, Joanne Reed.
Yes. But I understood what she said because she was like, you have 22 million people that follow you on Instagram. They're going to follow what you say. Not everybody, but you have them die-hard fans that follow you. If you want to do your research, which I don't understand how many research you're going to do. I always tell people because at first I was iffy about it too. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest. I was a little iffy.
And you should be with any medicine you put in your body.
Yes.
Tylenol kill a bunch of people yearly, but we don't talk about it.
But nobody talks about that. I looked at it and said, you know what's best for my family, I'm gonna do. I never obligated my children to do it though, but I will do it, you know. And my kids are pretty good, they take care of themselves. But you get the flu, you get the flu shot. The flu is actually going in your body to fight. If you get the flu, to fight the flu. When our babies are small, they get how many shots?
A bunch of them.
Question that. I don't see some people.
Measles, mumps, rubella, they get a bunch of them right away, right off the top.
Some of them do rebel and they say they don't have, their kids have not been vaccinated. Fine, so that means
they don't go to public school though. They go to private.
They don't go to public school.
But look how many shots these kids get. But you want to talk about a vaccine? Oh, they just came up with this vaccine. We're looking in the times we are right now. This is 2021.
And actually, they didn't just come up with the.
Yeah, they've been doing this. They've been doing this research for years, for decades.
They've been doing research. They've been doing this. This not just came out of the woodwork. They've been doing research.
Misinformation. The beauty of misinformation.
And a lot of people is like, I'm not okay. You can have your opinion. You can say what you want to say. You can say I'm not taking it, and that's fine. But when you spread to people, don't take it because this, I don't like that. And young Miami boy from the city goes, I don't like that. I don't like that.
You know, I think we're at a point here. Really, misinformation is hurting people. You know, we know that for a fact. And I think that at some point you have to realize that, you know, when you say you're going to do research, what kind of research are you going to do? Because if you claiming you don't know what's in it, you're going to Google some things, going to tell you a whole bunch of this. What type of research are you going to do? Because the research is right there in front of you. So it's either you're going to take what the CDC says.
Oh, yeah.
So and when they're talking about, do you know that a lot of people don't even know a black woman helped make this technology?
Yeah, she did the Moderna.
She did the in fact, she did the blueprint of basically the whole concept of this whole thing for people to be able to make it. And you know, and I do understand why Black Americans feel a certain way. I understand that totally. I understand that you know, but this is not an American thing. This is a world thing.
Exactly.
And we have to start paying attention to what's going on. Like I was talking to Kerry about this other day. Kerry hit it right on the nail because shut up, Kerry. That's why I don't like talking to you about stuff.
Somebody else got to shut up before me.
Before I could talk about it. But yeah, it's been around for a while. And also it's the same technology that they've been trying to use to cure AIDS.
Yeah.
The same exact technology. So it's not new. But you know why? They didn't want to put AIDS in people's body. So it came to a point that they designed something to replicate that thing inside of your body to make, you know, to make your body think that it had AIDS. Mm-hmm. That's the same procedure they use to make this. T, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Stupid is as stupid does, sir. She was an idiot. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to get it, get it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, no one should feel the need to justify their choice with their medical health. At the end of the day, nobody can tell anybody what to do with their body. It's their body. But don't go spreading those stupid stuff when you got a platform like that. Like if you sitting here talking with some dumb people on the corner, you know what I mean? Just some randoms. I ain't even gonna call people dumb. If you're just talking to random people on the corner, that's just one thing. You know, but if you're someone like that, come on, you got to be careful with your tongue. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Only because, why would you want people to say, "Oh, I like Nicki, but she's a liar"? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to think I'm a liar. They're not gonna believe anything that comes out of your mouth. And now she's like acting like it's a big conspiracy. Like you're still.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If she would have just said, if Nicki would have just been like, "Yeah, okay, maybe it was exaggerated. You know, he had a really bad case of mono and didn't want to tell us. I mean, not mono, but something. And didn't want to tell his gonorrhea. Shoot, didn't want to tell his wife. Whatever. You know what I mean? Hey,
So
sorry, my bad. You know, but like now you're like sitting here like it's a conspiracy that the White House invited you, and then they didn't invite you, and then like all of these different things that you coming up with. Now you're looking even more crazier. You're like, oh, my fans, you know me. I'm not like, no, like just say my bad. I said something stupid.
Yeah.
It's not 100% true. I didn't fact check. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, my bad. Like leave it at that. Be a grown woman about the BS that you said out your mouth. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, the more people justify why you should get it, the people who don't want to get it feel compelled to try to justify why you shouldn't get it. You know what I mean? And it's just a personal choice at the end of the day. And it's stupid. It's stupid to sit there and say something that you don't know nothing about on a platform that big, point blank.
Yep. and you can tell, I know she lying because you only gonna tell your confidant, one of your closest. You can have close homeboy. So if you do have swellings in the in the Ubla Magdan Balsa, you ain't telling, but somebody gonna tell nobody else. That's how I know she lying.
You're not even telling. You're not even telling.
No, but she said swelling to the fact that it made them impotent. Yeah, now I worked in general surgery, and like hernia repairs. I've seen men's balls swell up to the size of your head. You know what I mean? Like it can happen, fluid buildup, but that doesn't make you impotent automatically. Like that didn't even make sense.
And then she had the whole thing about,
people have elephantitis of the balls.
And she was like, you see what they're doing to a black woman, an intelligent black woman, when she hasn't. Don't do that.
She tried to jump over to the conspiracy theorists that now the White House is, why is it so important to the White House? Because you're telling people and they're trying to fix a pandemic, you freaking idiot. Like I said, stupid is stupid does.
Look, like we're losing 2,000 people a day. We're losing 2,000 people a day.
Like, come on now.
We can't afford no more idiocy.
Just say, I'm sorry, my fans. I didn't go to the Met Gala because I don't want to get the vaccine, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like you sitting here trying to go with this dramatic story that you get what you get. You know what I mean? Now you look like an idiot.
We lost over
675,000.
No, we at 76 now, bro. We passed.
Yeah, so put in context. So that's more than the 1918 flu pandemic.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't have the technology we had today. Yeah. They didn't have the technology we had today. So make that make sense. That we're in the same boat as them. So I'm real quick while we're still digging into this. The little Nicki thing, honestly, the guy probably got big balls, so he got some bad stuff.
Man, he got an STD that he ain't take care of.
Let's call it what it is. He got a hold of some bad stuff. He don't want to his fiance. So if he's really out there, and I say if he's really out there, if he's a real person, if he's out there, he got some bad stuff. Didn't want to tell his fiance, and so he blamed on the vaccine. Okay. Yeah.
He was at bachelor night. It got too wild.
You got some bad stuff. And you know,
balls to walls for his.
So bad. He can't have no babies no more either, y'all. Stop laughing at him because he can't have no babies no more.
That's more than sweat dripping. But anyway, so anyway, I think the biggest mistake we made during this whole pandemic is letting people commingle politics and health. That's the biggest mistake we made during this pandemic is letting them commingle politics and health. The two has nothing to do with each other. Nothing. Nothing to do with each other.
I want to push back on that a little bit, Short Missile.
Go ahead.
I want to say I think the biggest thing was giving dummies Google.
They had it already.
I swear to God.
That might be
giving these dummies Google so they can Google some bull crap that they see on. I see this dude in our community I had to tell it, stop sending me this bull crap. That's all I said to him. I was like, yo, don't send me this bull crap no more. Stop sending it to me. Because I don't know why you sending me stuff about the vaccine, do this, the vaccine. Nigga, man, if you don't, bro, stop sending me this stuff. At first, I was just ignoring it. But ignoring it wasn't well enough for him.
Yeah.
Now, now it had to be me.
I mean, you have people. So another thing too, people, they start claiming. So you have people that are hesitant, people that are deniers. I don't want to talk to deniers because they're kind of loose. They can't even tell you why they don't want it. Not in any meaningful way. They can't even explain it to you. Oh, they just know they don't want it because they won't put anything in their body. They have no explanation that's good. That makes sense. So I kind of push them to the side. But the hesitant ones,
I understand those people.
I understand. I get where you're coming from. But it doesn't take long to do research. Call your doctor. Get online, CDC, and read. FDA. So okay, let's make it really simple for you. You get a headache, you take Tylenol. You take something to get rid of the headache. Mm-hmm. Why do you trust that?
Don't.
Yeah, why do you trust that? You get a migraine, you're gonna take something to get rid of the migraine. Why do you trust that?
See, like okay. I think this focus shouldn't be on trying to convince each other.
No, not trying to
I mean?
I'm trying to read. No, not trying to.
You know what I mean? No, this is what I mean though, as I think like as a whole, people get so bent on trying to convince each other of what to do. You know what I mean? Like what I mean is
neither thing is right or wrong. It is what it is.
What you made a statement. You said they can't convince me of why they have to. They don't need to convince you why they don't want to put a vaccine in their body. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
I didn't say
the government is allowing us to go back and forth and argue with each other about that instead of actually putting forth what they need to do to handle this pandemic. You know what I mean? You can't say the government can just mandate a vaccine because when they do that, the government can.
I'm not even talking about the mandate. I'm talking about look at the facts. I'm talking about look at the facts for yourself as a person.
That's what, and as a person, they may disagree with you. Is all I'm saying. Like I understand both sides.
Most of them are not. They're not even.
But if you focus on
you can't disagree with science, you can't disagree with
science. But you're focusing on why someone will and why someone won't get a vaccine. That's not the main concern. That the vaccine isn't going to solve the issue.
I think issue at this point, it is the main issue because people in our community are dying in record numbers.
And people are still dying with the vaccine. That's health. That's people's health. What we need to promote, is we need to promote building the immunity system, not continuing to only just make. What I mean is because there are people who think that this vaccine is just y'all did your research.
I
get it, but what I mean is y'all did your research, right? You've done your research. There are people who have not done their research and they aren't taking care of themselves. They're not boosting their immunity. They're getting the vaccine and they're going out in public and they're getting infected. They're getting this false pretense. So you have it on both sides. Stop trying to figure out why the other person does or doesn't want to get the vaccine. And let's figure out a way to keep us safe.
Here's the thing.
Keep this place clean. Keep the social distance and really
if people to the bottom of it. If people gonna still go out clubbing, still go out to the bar, still go to the movie,
and people are still gonna go, and nurses are still gonna go to work, and cops are still gonna go to work, and people are still gonna go to restaurants.
Right now, it's not gonna do it. Telling people that we got to figure out how we're gonna figure out to save ourselves. Then if you're still gonna put yourself in the midst of it, period.
Check this out.
There's never been a time in history that let's cut this crap out and stop telling people nonsense about you're still going to get it if you get a vaccine. You still get everything else. It's a possibility that you can still get everything else.
Yes, and you can also build up your immune system by getting it.
Okay, let's stop for a second.
How do we know that? What research?
My point isn't if the COVID vaccine is right or wrong. My point is people need to stop telling people what to do with their health. If someone catches it, let's say any other thing. Let me say this.
Because you're putting words in our mouth. That's not what we were saying.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Anything. That's what I started off saying. That I'm not telling anybody. I'm not advocating for anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. But what I'm saying is the misinformation, telling people nonsense like this about you still get it when you get a vaccine.
That's she's an idiot.
Everything else you take a vaccine for. You was a nurse, so you had to.
But there's so you're gonna tell me, you're gonna honestly tell me there aren't people out here who thought that vaccine was a cure and that it was gonna go away?
Because that's
you're telling me don't tell people that you can still get it. No, I'm actually informing people. Yes, you can still get it. Like
that's what he was trying to say. That's what he was trying to say before you start telling him what.
But what he did say was that someone who is saying no, I'm not getting it, they're irrelevant because they can't even explain why they're not getting it.
Those are deniers. They don't get anything. Period.
Deniers. I don't want
deniers.
Like, who wants to talk to somebody? Like, if you have a belief in something, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to have a conversation with you about because you don't believe in it. It's a waste of my time to be having a conversation with you about it because we're not gonna get anywhere. That's like a sinner and a Christian.
It's a complete sentence. Why do they owe an explanation? They don't.
That's my whole point here. My whole point is why does someone have?
We talking
about. There's nobody saying anything about anybody owing anybody an explanation or anybody explaining anything.
So what are y'all
saying? They missed my point.
He said they can't even explain why.
Stop. You missed my point.
That's saying the explanation.
They don't want to have a conversation with them.
Give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
I said there's 2 things. Okay, yeah. So
1, 3.
There 1, 3. So there's deniers and there are people that are hesitant. The people that are deniers, they're never gonna get it. They're never gonna get it, no matter what. They don't care. People that are hesitant, they want to know more, and we want them to go look for information and get more information and decide then. There's some people that can't get it because for health reasons.
Exactly.
So. And that's okay. So the people that can get it should really think about getting it so they can help people that can't get it for health reasons. Right?
That's
so
totally
what I'm saying is though
that I understand.
But the way you say it there, the way you were saying it before.
That's a better way to explain
what people are taking kind of, I see, okay, case in point, young lady went to college. This is a true story. Young lady went to college. Her dad dropped her off at the dorm. He's 45 years old. That's the last time she saw her dad, hugged him, went home. She said her dad listens to news from the left and the right, but he listens to more from the right. And she believed a certain guy from a news channel told him bad information that made him not get the vaccine. Now he's dead. When he was in the hospital dying, he's wishing he would have not listened to that guy. And now he's dead. So what I'm saying is go get the information. Don't wait until it's too late. You're hesitant for a reason because you should be hesitant. Everybody should have skepticism.
You know what, short man? There's no convincing someone that don't want to do this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, why
you shouldn't try to. Either way, nobody who got the vaccine.
That's what I was trying to say in the beginning.
We're not saying the same thing. What I'm saying is that it's a waste of time to have conversation with people that they're not going to listen to what you're saying in the first place. So they're going to start assuming that you're saying this and start leading to the direction of that. And at times people can misinterpret what you're saying or take what they think you're saying or whatever. But the fact of the matter is when he said earlier that, hey, they can't explain it. It's not you asking for explanation. It's the fact that he said right after that I don't even want to talk to them. So you're not asking for explanation. It's because you already know that these people already have their mind made up. So even if they can't explain why they're not going to take it, it's not going to be a conversation about it.
Exactly.
So there's no asking you for explanation.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That's exactly where I was going.
He never got to finish saying what he was saying.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
But my opinion on it is either way.
I was just
feel like it's right. If you feel like it's right, get the vaccine. If you feel like that's what's best for you, do it and keep it there. What's best for you is what's best for you.
And I got a caveat to that.
Not your business.
Right. I got a caveat to that.
Like that.
Let's talk tough medicine.
I don't think that's true though.
Okay. Let's talk tough medicine.
I was trying to say make one point earlier that I just really keep getting cut off from making.
Hold up for a minute, T. Lola. I want to push back on that a little bit. I think it does matter if I got to work with you, if I got to be around you. I think it does matter. I think it is my business to know that if you don't take the vaccine, I think it is my business.
It's not. That's what
it is my business. If we work,
that's why it's a thing.
That's the problem with COVID. This is my problem with COVID. Before COVID, whatever I contracted in this world, anything with my body, whether it be flu, whether it be HIV, whether it be cancer. I had the given right to choose my health care. And it wasn't nobody's business. Couldn't nobody judge me. I didn't have to explain to anybody. But with COVID, and I get we're in a pandemic, but with COVID, people feel like
difference. That's the
no.
difference.
I've sat with patients. I've sat with patients who had religious beliefs in something, and I knew that what we wanted to do for them could save their life. But they had their conviction, and that's their choice. And I didn't judge them. But I'm not saying y'all, but I'm saying with COVID, people feel like they can judge your healthcare choices in life.
No.
Because they came out with this vaccine, just like they come out with pills. They come out with pills for blood pressure. And I've had patients say, I'm not taking no pill. I'm going to work on my health. I'm going to exercise. And they come back and they don't get on no blood pressure pill. So I'm not going to judge someone's choice with their health care.
But
you can't decipher the two because you're scared of COVID right now. You can't decipher that. You can't do that. And that's the problem with it.
Stop for a second.
I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't get a vaccine, but you shouldn't judge someone.
Let me put it to you like this.
Stop, man, hold up. Lola, and you got to finish what she was saying because y'all talking over her because y'all feel like y'all opinion is the only opinion that matter. Lola, finish what you saying.
I was just saying, I feel like, everybody is doing what they feel is best for them. Yes, there are people who got the vaccine and feel like, oh, this is my bulletproof vest. I can do whatever. Mm-hmm. There's people who don't have the vaccine that be like, oh, my immune system is a bulletproof vest. I can do whatever. And there's people who got the vaccine and they're careful. There's people who don't have the vaccine and they're careful as well. It doesn't make one person right, wrong, or anything else, except for the people who are just, because there's people who know they're sick. They know they have COVID, and then they're literally still going in small spaces with a whole bunch of people.
And that's what I was saying.
That's a great point.
Those are the people that should be judged, not the people that are saying, oh, I'm not going to get it.
That's what I was trying to say to you, Lola. That's why sometimes when I say that, interpretation and not understand what we're saying, that's what I was trying to say. COVID ain't AIDS. So it's cool that you can have AIDS, but you can't breathe in a room and give me AIDS. But you can have COVID in a room and you can breathe inside of the room and give me COVID.
Yep.
That's the difference. What I'm saying, that I think it is my business to know that if I'm working with somebody, it should be my choice to know that you refuse to do this, so I don't need to be around you, or I make my decision to be around you.
I don't think that it's the vaccine that you should. That the vaccine is not the part that you.
It's not even
that's the thing that I'm saying. You still have, and I'm not telling anyone to get the vaccine or not, but with the vaccine, you still have the same risk of still contracting the COVID. So that's your choice. And it's that other person's choice. If they have to wear the mask, they have to do all of the other protective things to protect them from their choice.
That's not true, T.
Yeah.
It's not the same. You don't have the same. It's
not the same.
It's not the same risk.
So everybody,
the studies have said.
I'm not. Okay.
All right.
What I mean by the same risk is you can still contract it. That's all I mean. I'm not saying it's not going to be. What I mean is, I'm not saying it's not going to. You can cut me off.
Let's take your premise.
What I mean is, it's not going to make.
Let me speak on this. Let's take the premise.
All right.
You can still get it even if you have the vaccine. But guess what? You're not going to get severely ill. You're likely not to get hospitalized, and you're not going to die for sure.
Exactly. Right. But so what I'm saying is you should still take them same precautions.
But let me finish.
You're not letting me finish.
I'm still done. I'm not done. So the thing is,
you interrupted me. You interrupted me and told me you're not done. I want to
get to the tough love part now. Now people right now that don't want to get vaccinated.
No, we never got to that yet. We ain't got to that.
It's your business. What's up, Sean?
I thought you was going somewhere with it. I was to tell you that we don't get to that part.
That's
gonna be the last. I want to end
the last part. Okay, but yeah, T. So definitely it's your business how you do that. But we want people to know. We want people to know though that you definitely in the hospital right now. 99.9% of the people that are there are unvaccinated. We want people to know that. So getting the vaccination and you may still contract COVID. You're not going to get severely ill. You're not going to get sick like that, and you're definitely not going to be dying. So we want people to know that for a fact. That's what's missing.
I just personally don't feel like it's my duty to convince anybody to get the vaccine or to
get right information.
But I mean,
educate people.
Good Lord, Short man, you is you was on one tonight, man. I just don't feel like it's the way you're saying. If you ask someone and they don't give you a reason, I don't even ask people. You know what I mean? I feel like and maybe that's just the part of me being a nurse and dealing with HIPAA and understanding other people and their choices with their health care. Because that's what, it's plenty. That's my duty, is to tell someone and instruct someone and to teach them how to take care of themselves. But those patients don't always go home and not do that. You know what I mean? But you still have to respect people's feelings. And I just feel like with COVID, it's kind of pulling the blanket. You actually have government injecting into what people are going to do with their healthcare choices. I go a little bit further out than just the vaccine. So that's why my stance is let people make their own choice. You know what I mean? Once you get the government telling you what to do with your health, it starts with a vaccine. What's next? You know what I mean? Like that is part of the pushback too, but it's a choice. It's your body. Let people choose what they want to do with themselves.
I understand that if people should do whatever you want with them, but this is a dang pandemic. There's people out there. I just saw on the news, these parents, and I forgot where it was. They outside the school, the people is telling them put on their mask. They don't want to put on their mask. They tell them, no, we don't need no mask. And they let the kids inside. And that's my problem with it. You are affecting other people. Me, yes, I do go out. I do certain things. Yes, I be out. But I know very well what to do with myself. And I am fully vaccinated. And that does not mean that I have a shield. But I know that I'm not capable of spreading it like how other people are vaccinated.
You can still spread it, though. You can still spread it.
I did say that. I said I can spread it. But the thing is, I don't like when people talk about immune system, build your immune system. Yes, you can build your immune system all you want. There's people that's healthy. I remember the last year was take this. Everybody was selling elberries and ginger was the biggest thing. And make with the ginger and mix all this stuff up and build your immune system.
People
and
call
all
me
this.
for that. What do you use for your system? Staying out of the club and staying in my house.
Stay at home.
And put the elberry and mix this and mix this, and everybody was making money off of this. Do you see that right now?
I want to ask y'all something.
There's healthy people dying.
Sweet Pisces say, before we go to another thing, because I didn't even realize this conversation got heated so fast, I didn't even get to press my let's get ready to rumble. I thought we was going to rumble on the other one. I thought we was going to rumble on this one. Come on, man. But Sweet Pisces said, protect yourself. How do you protect yourself when you don't know who have a disease? How do you protect yourself when it's almost impossible for you to protect yourself from it, even with wearing a mask? How?
That's
vaccine and a mask.
Exactly. You have to stay home to get back. And I don't think we're trying to.
I mean, you keep your distance. You know what I mean? You do keep your just because it's a whole bunch of people there don't mean you can easily move away from people. You have the ability to. Don't put yourself. Like I saw someone the other day get mad because I'm someone. If I go in the line, I don't need nothing to sit there and show me how far to stand away from somebody. You know what I mean? It's common sense, you know what I mean? But now people feel like they could be just like this again, you know what I mean? No, keep your distance. Someone got mad at a lady because she kept her distance. They was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. Why are you offended? Why are you mad? Like social distancing was the best thing smoking. I wish people would really go back to it. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's no problem with
do that though in a club. How you do that at work when you're working with people?
You can't do it in the club. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, my boy.
Why are you worried about how to do it at a club if you're not there?
Yeah. Well, other people are there. That's the problem. People are going to clubs.
I mean, kids are at a playground. Kids are at a skating ring. People are at a movie theater. People like this is what I mean. Like,
and that's what I said.
People focus on the club part, but it's exposed all over. There was
You didn't
a
listen to what
carnival
I
at,
said
at
because
Mount
I
Trashmore.
stated all of these stuff earlier when I said that. I said
I did hear that. I was just responding right now.
Yeah. But that's
I was just responding right now.
I'm
You
just
asked me
using the
about a club, so that's why I responded
I
about
was
a
just
club.
using the club in general for this conversation. That's all. But I want to say back to you and Lola that about I don't think we're trying to force anybody to take the vaccine. I think we're trying to educate people because I
I
realize
wasn't
a lot of
saying
people,
y'all. Yeah.
well, I know that, but I'm just saying that when a lot of people are talking about it, I think they're trying to educate people. I don't think they're trying to force people. I do know the government do force people to do stuff. And I do know people lash out at people when they do stuff, and a lot of people do it because it's natural for people to care.
They want to,
I have family members that are doctors,
I have friends,
nurses. I have family members that deal with COVID patient on a daily, and they just want people to be in the best of health. So it's not them trying to force; they trying to educate people because my aunt was telling me about talking to a young lady that's a nurse that's telling her about stuff that she heard. And my aunt was like, "Where did you hear this from?" I was like, "Come on, man. You work in a place where you can get the information from.
Exactly.
So why are you listening to people tell you stuff? And you're feeding this to other people. You see,
that's the problem.
The thing is not telling people not to take it or to take it. It's to educate people on what's going on.
Stop passing out bad information.
Lou,
that's the whole thing.
I don't even want to put Lou business out there, but Lou took the vaccine, and everybody around Lou had COVID except for Lou that took the vaccine. Everybody else that didn't take the vaccine had it. My cousin also done that because his wife refused to take the vaccine. She refused for the kids to take the vaccine. My cousin said, "Cool, I'm taking it." Everybody, including her mama, her sister, his mama, his sister, his brother, everybody got it except for the one person that took the shot.
That's like my sister. My sister is a RN, and when we was looking into it, she sat down and explained the good, the bad, which one you know, this one is a little bit proven, a little bit less allergies, and stuff like that. You talk to people that know about these things. They're in a medical facility, like my sister, RN. You will talk to her. I talked to her. I asked her, me and Andres asked her a bunch of questions, and she was like, yeah. You do this, you take this. I'm not telling you which one, but this is what this does. I've seen this, I've seen that, so you think which one is best for you. And that's how you go by it. You don't go Google and talk about they put a chip or you're going to have two heads, because what's the other one that I heard? Oh, the people that's getting vaccinated, we are going to be zombies in 2039. So yeah, I'm gonna be a zombie in 2039.
That's them cockamamie stories, man.
I want to know sometimes too. Our little Eddie that didn't graduate high school knows so much information about science and technology more than the science. You believe in everything else. You believe in the mere thing. You believe in BBLs. The science that put that together.
But listen, BBL is worse than the vaccine, I would argue, because BBL is women can't have baby because of BBL.
That's so true.
Yeah, so I mean,
look, they don't even know.
Like people are afraid to get the vaccine, but not afraid to take that raw.
You are messing with veins. You have to connect veins and all that. You messing with no. You gonna get this fupa, honey. Okay, Mama got this fupa.
You better hold it and think it was behind me.
And if I want to take a picture, I tell my papa, I'd be like, just hold right here, just grab right here, and just fuck it.
Hey, listen, man.
That people have some really crazy reasons. Really, really crazy reasons.
So I got a question though. So what should we do with these people when they get sick?
Man, I tell you, we ain't reached there.
Man, you treat them just like anybody else who gets sick.
What do you mean? You sound like you about to jump on a horse and whip them in with cattle, right? Is that what you about to do?
When people say, "Oh, and if you get sick, don't go to the hospital," that's what the hospital is there for.
Hold on, we haven't got to there. We're gonna talk about it.
So y'all heard my thought already.
With me,
let people do what they want.
I'm just trying to put a source of ration out there to people, because I realize, even with talking to some of my friends, I realize that they don't know SWAT or squat or SWAT or whatever the Americans say. They don't know nothing. And when I sit down and have a conversation with them about a lot of the stuff that I realize that while I'm talking to them, they're learning more about what's going on with this. Like I tell a lot of people, ask your doctor. I'm never going to try and convince you to take that. But what I am going to convince you of the facts. I am going to say, especially when it have something to do with me, I'm never going to put misinformation out there. If I believe in Tylenol and I believe in my migraine medicine, and so that means everything else, I believe in science, so I'm going to have to believe in that. So whatever the CDC say about my migraine medicine, that's what I'm believing.
People.
That's why I'm taking it. That's why I'm going to believe on this part now.
Tylenol 800.
The same people.
That's why I'm gonna believe on this part.
That EpiPen.
I'm gonna always try put that information out there to people that I think is the right thing to do, because I realize in the Black community we can talk about doing our health. Well, our health ain't good. We dying of blood pressure and diabetes like it ain't nothing. So fixing our health now in the pandemic ain't gonna work.
Yeah, too late.
So if you're trying to fix your health now while we dying at record rates, we lost that fight.
Yeah, lost the battle already. Yeah,
but anyway,
I mean,
let's move on from that, because we done stayed on this too long, and I'm mad at y'all because I wanted to hit my let's get ready to rumble thing. And
but maybe we'll rumble some more. We might rumble some more on the next
we definitely
topic.
go rumble.
Gotta be quicker than that.
On this
look, you know we had to go hard because for the first time, I think in AGP history, we all agreed on the first one.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
normally it's at least one person out, or two, or three. We don't always agree.
Well, we didn't go. Razor didn't agree with us. Razor felt like people should steal the government money.
They should, but smartly.
But don't get caught. That's all.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Take it, but don't get caught.
Before we go to the next subject, don't forget Noah Paul will be in the building on October 15th. Get your tickets. Link up Carrie Lazarus. We're gonna have a ticket giveaway for the Hampton Roads area, where we're gonna put it up on Facebook for next week maybe even this Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so we got another day coming up. So maybe we put it up during this week on Tuesday to try and get some people involved in the area to jump on and win a ticket.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So the people that haven't taken the vaccine, right? When they're sick, is it okay for them to go to the hospital? When they're sick, is it okay for them to bump somebody that's having heart problems, that need to come in to get some surgery done? Is it okay for them? Because we're not talking about if you get the vaccine and this person the vaccine, but the person with the vaccine got COVID. We're talking about in general of just people doing reckless stuff, not taking the vaccine, still living their life like it's normal. But as soon as they get sick, they don't believe in science before they get COVID. But when they get COVID, they want to go to the hospital. Now it's all of a sudden, I believe in science now, and the doctor should cure me. Lola, let's get back to Lola, because Lola was already giving her 15-25 cents on it before I had to cut her off real quick. So me not being rude and not having her shirt, Lola.
Top five.
Why you? You wasn't. I was about to say why you wear that Sunday night, but you're not Sunday
night. Yeah, when people get sick, yes, they still should go to the hospital. They still should be cared for. That's just like, in my opinion, people who have 10 kids and they have baby number 11. Do you tell them no, they can't come back no more? No.
At Hospital Sean, I do.
You don't come back no more.
I would take issue with that, Lola. I would take it, and here's why.
Not yet, Sharp Man. Let's pass it around first.
Okay.
Pass it around.
Come back to me. Come back to me. But yeah, that's what the hospital is for. It's for sick people, regardless of how they felt, regardless of a pandemic. That's what the hospital's for. That's what it should be used for. If you're sick, and you feel like you need to go.
So let me ask you something. So a knowing person, and this there's no right or wrong answer here. A knowing person that that you see is always in the club, always running around doing certain things, won't take the vaccine. He's sick. Dude down the street need heart surgery. Can't go to the hospital because They can't risk putting them in because the hospital is already overloaded. ICU is already packed. They can't put him in the hospital right now because they have to cancel surgery because they can't risk the fact of him maybe contracting COVID. Should that be able to happen?
Wait. They have to cancel someone's heart surgery because the hospital is too full.
The ICU levels, and you can't risk a heart patient or a person with high levels of diabetic and high blood pressure.
Do I think that's right? No. No, I don't think that that's right. I think that everyone should get the care that they need, whether it be surgery or whatever. I don't know. I don't know necessarily how that works in a hospital. Like, do they have like a special place for the people with the COVID to go? Or I'm not sure how that works.
Yes, they do.
They do. But sometimes it's overrun, so they got to pass them around. Like the other day, my little sister had to go to the emergency room, and she couldn't go in a room because there were so many people in the hospital. It was her and everybody's just sitting in the hallway.
That happens before COVID.
Yeah, that's all
it happens a lot before COVID. Fighting for a bed for a patient.
Yeah, it does happen a lot,
but it shouldn't
because of COVID.
Right now,
typically they don't.
Right now.
Typically, the surgeries that are getting canceled are the ones that are not.
No, having baby is absolutely not a sickness. I'm sorry, it's not a sickness. But what I'm saying is, people who like, okay, you knew you had 15 kids and you couldn't take care of none of them. When you don't take care of number 16, the government
do you make her stop having babies?
Right.
That's a different conversation.
That's what I was saying. Not saying that it's a sickness at all. No.
No, you never know it, Uncle Sam. He might.
But with the hospitals, like, you know, like it's not like someone is in dire need on the hospital bed and it's life threatening. They're gonna say no, you can get off the bed because you got COVID. Now they do cancel elective surgeries, meaning it's not at a life threatening. We know you need this done, but it can be be prolonged.
A guy just died from something that was preventable, something that they could normally do the surgery.
Let her finish up, man, because I want to push back on that too, because I have some information that
I mean, I you know what I mean, like that typically, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say 100%, but in my field of when I worked in general surgery, that's how it was. We had surgeries that were elective surgeries, and then you have surgeries that were dire need, and we ranged those surgeries in that kind of mode. If someone needed something urgently, it was pushed to the front, you know, but if you're an outpatient and if you're an inpatient, that's what typically makes the deal. If you go in through the like there would be patients where we want to get them in surgery, but we can't right now because it's still considered elective. So they would have to go through the emergency room and be admitted to the hospital, and the admitting doctor would have to say, yes, this needs to be done right now. So it's like a whole chain of things. It's not like, oh, this patient walked. I don't want anyone to be misinformed like that. They don't walk in with COVID, they need a bed, and then they kick someone and say, no, forget your heart surgery.
They're not kicking anybody out. But what's happening
you said the guy's surgery got canceled. You know what I mean?
That's
the guy's surgery got canceled. Like, it's not like they're...
That's what I was saying, Lou. That's what I was saying.
Elective surgery.
Nobody forced you to get it, though.
But what I was saying was, there was a guy, he had something like pancreatitis, something that you can get a surgery for that and be okay. They had this guy they called probably over 20, 30 hospitals trying to find this guy a bed.
Mm-hmm.
They could not find that guy a bed to get him in so he can have surgery. He died, something that he could normally live from, right? Because the hospital is overrun with COVID. People that are unvaccinated. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. That's like the biggest issue right now. That's like the worst thing. For people, a little kid almost died. Thank God he didn't die. His appendix busted because for waiting for a bed. Thank God he didn't die. But people are not getting it. The hospitals are at capacity. The nurses, the doctors, they're tired, and it's irresponsible when there's a way to prevent that from happening, to minimize that. That a lot of people are just like nonchalant about it. Forget about it. I'm not doing it. Whatever. You know, I'm still doing research. Whatever. That's what we're saying. That is irresponsible and selfish. So what I'm saying is, if you decide that you don't want to do this, it's your business. But don't show up at the hospital. It's your business. Don't show up there.
Don't
it's
show
your
up.
business.
That's so
judgmental. No, it's
that's
not.
what,
No,
okay,
it's
this
not.
is what I'm
It's your
saying. This is what I'm
business, but don't
saying.
show up
Okay,
there.
short man. There are people. There
Because
are people.
if my family gets sick,
I don't know if you know. There
don't show
are
up
people currently working in the hospitals without the vaccine right now. Okay,
and they're wrong too.
Okay, but
Then
again,
they're
that's
wrong, too.
people. That is people's choice. I'm not saying like I don't like.
Stay home though. Why
I'm
not
not
stay
saying
home then?
you should. I'm
Why
not.
not stay
They're
home
saying
then?
why don't you stay home? It's
I am
someone
home.
else's choice.
You're
The same
working-
way
No,
that they
but-
want to respect. The
Stay
same way
home
that you
and
want to
have
respect. That's not right. You can't say that.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay. So if they tell you that eating fast foods can cause a heart attack, and someone choose to eat fast foods, are you going to say that person can't get help at the hospital? That is just inhumane. What y'all are saying is inhumane.
It's not the
That
same thing,
is
though. It's not the same thing.
inhumane.
Guess what?
That is absolutely
there's a state right
inhumane
now
to
that's
say that
rationing
because
care.
someone
There's a
chose.
state right now that's
Because
rationing care
someone
because they don't have
chose.
space.
That's okay. That's like saying people who
They're
don't.
rationing care now because they don't have space.
You're
They
the
have
same
to
thing you're
ration care
saying.
because
The same
they don't
thing you're
have space
saying.
right now.
HIV kills plenty of people.
Stop
HIV
the
kills.
round and stop the round. Had to stop the round for a little bit.
No.
Excited.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Absolutely
People are walking around nowadays never ever getting tested for HIV and having sex unprotected and killing people. There are people dying of depression right now. There are people dying of a lot of other things.
We're not talking
What I mean is you can't be the judge of somebody.
That's not our issue right now, though. That's not
it was an issue. It was an issue. Did they deny those people care? Did they deny those people
care? Our issue is COVID right
real
now.
Quick.
Okay,
real
but how
quick.
are you going to deny people care?
Real quick.
Because they didn't get a vaccine.
It's already happening.
Let's not act like they don't prioritize people. They do that already. It's already
happening right now.
They do that
inhumane.
Now. Well,
they have
do
to
it
because
now.
they can't. The capacity is too much. They have
that
to.
Is inhumane.
Not even that. If you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, if you eat unhealthy, when it's time for you to get a transplant or a body part, you get bumped on the list to the criteria how you take care of yourself.
That is not how healthcare works like that.
That is how healthcare works.
Y'all are tripping. You still get care. Y'all are saying that because someone did not get a vaccine, they should not be taken care of at the hospital when you're about to die.
Before you just start
talking. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Are you listening?
Let's get away from what I said.
Well, if you was listening, what I just said, they do have priority in medical fields. They do have that. If you smoke, they won't give you a lung. They'll put you on. They will give you a lung, but you ain't gonna get it before somebody that don't smoke.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna argue with you about that because I know that's a fact.
Yeah, that.
So well, they're showing priority.
Right.
Okay, that's priority. They're still getting care. They're still getting care. That's like saying me. That's like saying me. I smoked. I smoked for how many years, and I knew that. But if I get lung cancer, I shouldn't get care because I knew the risk
they're
of
going to
smoking.
determine if you can survive a surgery.
That is inhumane.
If you can't survive a surgery, you're not going to give it to you.
You got to be careful with how you word things because what you said was very inhumane.
What you picked to start talking about because but me and you are talking about two different things right now. You're inflating two arguments together.
Yeah.
You're inflating Sharpman arguments with me telling you that they prioritize people in medical fields already. The fact is they do that. You get prioritized in medical field. So my point back to that is saying that if you don't take the vaccine, I should get care before you.
Exactly. And let me get back to what I was saying then.
Exactly. I knew that was the argument that if you didn't get vaccinated, you should be discriminated on. Okay, and I do not agree with that in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
With the vaccine. I don't agree with that in any way, shape, or form.
I take your point.
People's choice, man.
I take your point. But what I'm saying right now today is happening in certain states where they have to ration care now because they have to decide who will survive. That's not made up. That's not if that's happening right now. They have to decide who will survive.
So kill off
they're going to give the care to.
People who didn't get a vaccine is your answer.
I'm just saying.
Kill off the people who didn't get a vaccine is your answer.
Well, they're the ones
that's
clogging
your
up the
answer.
system. They're clogging up the system.
That's your answer.
They're clogging up the
That's
system.
your answer.
They're
And
clogging up
that's
the system.
inhumane.
They're the
That's
ones clogging up the
inhumane.
system. Call it what you want, but they're clogging up the system.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not
call it
trying
what
to
you want.
convince you to
But
be
they're clogging up
humane.
the system.
I'm just making sure you understand. I feel you're
I
on is
understand.
inhumane.
And I mean to say that. I mean that they should stay home. They should stay their butt home. I mean,
and that's why we're glad that you don't control the hospital.
I have to mute both of y'all because y'all ain't freaking letting nobody else talk and voice a reason. You're yelling and all this unnecessary stuff, B. Everybody have their own opinion. Y'all are on mute now. Everybody have their own opinion. But at the end of the day is let's not talk around in circles and act like one thing is fair when it comes to prove your point, and then it's okay when it's not proving your point. So when you're talking this nonsense about the point they're trying to make is discriminate against vaccine, you can feel however you want to feel. I'm not here to try and change your mind on how you want to feel or what you want to think I was saying. But what I'm saying is that they already do that already. So if I'm saying I'm going to the hospital and I'm taking the precautions that they're telling me to take and somebody else is not taking it, the person that smokes, drinks, eat unhealthy, and do all that stuff, he gets dropped to the list. Shouldn't I get bumped into the list now? Shouldn't I get that same priority now? That's what I'm saying. Simple.
I understand that. The people who say, oh, if you get sick, don't go to the hospital, that's what I have a problem with, because that's what the hospital is there for you if you get sick. Now, if it is that, okay, this particular person, they're a better candidate for this and they're prioritizing this and that, and that's how the system of the hospital works, cool. But don't tell nobody not to go to the hospital if they're sick, because that's what the hospital is there for.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But it still feels, I still feel a little like, Negro, don't come here.
Me too. Because if you going around saying I'm not taking the vaccine, they can't put nothing in my body. And I hear a lot of people say it.
That's true, but then there's also a lot of people that just say I'm not doing it, and they don't say all of that.
Right, but the ones that be, I'm not taking the vaccine, they're not putting that in, and they be crying, oh, I'm sick, I got COVID. Stay your butt at home.
I told Carrie this when the colleges were saying they're gonna mandate kids to come. I don't believe in forcing a person to take anything, but I do believe that the consequences that come with it, you should be able to take it. Exactly. That means if you have to pay for you to be tested every day or every other day, then you have to do that. Exactly. If you have to make sure that you're in a state that you're protecting the other people around you because you don't want to do what everybody else is doing to by the scientists say so-called protecting us, then you should have to do those things. You should have to, 1, wear a mask. You should have to 2, get tested every other day or whatever the protocol is for you to make sure that we don't spread this disease around.
Exactly. And I'm glad that they made it that way in school. Of course, you don't want to obligate people to do, but when it comes to you might infect my child and my child did what she had to do and took so don't go to the school then.
Like I literally not put my kid back in school because of this. It's not the fact that, you see, the thing is, we don't know what will happen. I feel like, personally, I'll go on a limb and say I'm healthier than everybody on this panel right here because I watch what I put in my body. I make sure I know what I put in my body. Occasionally, I'll murder some red velvet cake, but
love is real velvet.
I'm eating vegetables. I'm watching what I put in my body. I'm putting only certain things in my body and I'm not doing it because of COVID. I'm doing it because I've realized that I don't have the fountain of youth anymore. So that's my fountain of youth now. And I don't believe that just because I'm eating healthy. I know healthy people. I got a homeboy right now that just got 2 taken from out of his throat. Dude got a 6-pack. Healthy dude. Work out every day like me. So I don't believe that doing this and doing that will prevent it. It all depends on how your body works. And,
I said that earlier. Don't know about it. Can be healthy people and then healthy, the ones that exercise or watch what they end up sick in the
You
hospital.
don't know because you don't know what's in the inside of your body, and just
Everybody got
because
their
someone
responsibility,
appears healthy and looks healthy, and they could be in the best of shape and exercise and look like they eat good, they could have stuff inside their body that they have no idea of until it's the last moment.
They can have diabetes for years and it just doesn't affect their body.
But it's like I just noticed that, you know, when someone asks someone, you know, are you vaccinated, and they say yeah, you don't hear people say why. But every time you hear someone say, are you vaccinated? The answer is no. People want an explanation. You know what I mean? They really want an explanation.
A lot of people
why you got vaccinated? Because I ain't wanted to die.
In your body?
Yeah, I ain't wanted to die. That's what I said.
Asked me a question that I want to answer.
Go ahead and answer, Lolina.
About the hospital thing, they said it was Lou's question. I lost it in the comments.
It's right here.
He said, why, if they chose not to,
because going to the hospital or not going is also a choice. Like if they choose to go, then yes, they should be seen. Like, and a lot of times with people, people who I've known who've had COVID, a lot of times when they feel like, oh, you know, and this is even before the vaccine, when they felt like, oh my goodness, I'm dying, and they went to the hospital, they checked them out and they sent them home, you know?
Yeah, they did. They did that because they felt
they sent them home.
Yeah, that's how they were okay to send them home.
But that's like saying
they didn't know how to deal with the patients.
Yeah, back then it was different.
Back home because
back then,
me, for example, when I had COVID, I kept going to the hospital. But this was December, January, February of 2019 and 2020, and
funny thing is, I stayed home.
It was severe upper respiratory
because they didn't know what they were doing, so I stayed home.
Yeah,
but just me, I felt like, oh my goodness, my chest is caving in. I'm dying. I don't know what's happening.
I had puffers because I got asthma, so I kept using my puffers.
They didn't know a mirror turning you off your back and putting you on your belly
on your chest. Exactly.
Chance
and then come March, they're like,
so I stayed home. I stayed home.
And I was just like, oh wow.
See, the thing is, I hear a lot of people say, man, the thing is changing. It's new. It's science. Science.
It's called a novel. It's called a novel virus for a reason. It's new.
You know. So
a virus. That's what a virus is gonna do. It's gonna morph. The virus is gonna morph and find another way to enter. That's what a virus does. To keep thriving. It consistently morphs, which is why the flu vaccine, which is a virus, you take every year, and they take the virus from the year before. So they would take the flu virus from this year, and they will make the vaccine for next year. Yep. And they would prepare it in that way. 50 so you're going to have to continue because that's what it does. A virus is going to continue to morph, but the more you get vaccinated, the more people get exposed to it, the less the symptoms are, because your body has a natural way of building its immune system up to it. Yeah, and that's all it is. The vaccine is helping people so that they're not getting a full throttle bang of the virus. It's giving you a small amount so that your body does what it's naturally supposed to do, which is build up the immune system to it, so that the next time that virus comes, your body is prepared. You know what I mean? They know you about to get jumped, so your body's going to fight it back. And that's what it does. That's why they're going to be boosters of it. And it's just people let people choose. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like you should judge anybody because they choose not to. And I'm not. That's like judging a girl. That's like judging a girl for being on birth control and one for not. You know, that's like judging someone
sagging their pants and
okay. So if someone, let me ask you this: if someone goes out as a DUI, right, short man? If they go into DUI, they know they were drunk, and they get into a really bad car accident. Should they not be taken to the hospital?
Is that the same thing? Is that the exact same thing?
Yes, it is the same exact thing.
You want
they knew, and they made a bad choice. They made a choice.
If it's me or them, I don't drink. Let that go wait.
Exactly. So take care of him because he don't drink. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't drink. Let him wait. If me and him.
Take me. That's what I mean by it. That's the only reason why I get so into the COVID.
Take care of the person that didn't drink. That's what I'm. Yeah, take care of the person that didn't drink.
No, you said they shouldn't go to the hospital.
Well,
you said they shouldn't get care. That's what you said. You said they shouldn't get care.
Right.
Well,
that's the problem.
Right now, the way it is
That's the
right
problem.
now.
The problem isn't that they chose not to get it or that you chose to get it.
There isn't space, so they should stay home. There isn't space right now, so they should stay home. There isn't space right now.
You didn't want to get the
space right now.
You say no, so stay home and get
let me ask y'all something before we log off. This was a very interesting discussion. And we could go a little bit more because I see the comment section is still bubbling a little bit.
Still hot.
I usually on Tuesday nights, I usually try and go watch a movie with my son,
after the show.
But no, I'm lying.
Don't short the kid. Don't short the kid.
I thought one of y'all was gonna blast me and say, N-word, you lying. We don't get off this till like 1.
It'd be at the after party. It'd be at the after party.
Around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. No, but on Tuesday nights I wanted to close it maybe shorter, but the conversation is interesting. So do you guys want to keep going or would we close? I'll leave that until
have nothing.
We probably beat this one to death. We beat this one to death. I mean, we fell on a lot of hills tonight, probably some of us.
Yeah, we got on the hills.
Here's the thing.
We got on the hills tonight.
Lola ain't wrong.
Nobody's wrong.
Nobody's wrong. Everybody has their own.
Nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong.
What's wrong is not giving people the right information. We can't half-ass the information when we're giving it to people. We can't tell people what we feel. If we go, let me ask y'all a question. Everybody a question. Do y'all believe in y'all doctors? Do y'all go to doctors when y'all get sick? Do you listen to your doctor when your doctor talk to you?
I listen.
Some of them.
No.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them are kooks.
Every doctor ain't. Everybody in the medical field don't know everything. Every doctor ain't like.
No doctor know anything. A doctor's like a troubleshoots.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. All the different symptoms can be different things. It's a guessing game.
So if we believe in our doctors, let's believe that, hey, let's give the right information out to people. Let's not tell people that, hey, you'll get the virus still if you get the vaccine. We know that. People should know that. And I do understand that a lot of people don't have doctors. So just me merely having a conversation with a person the other day, telling them, man, I gotta go get the COVID test because I'm going to my dentist. The fool said, so what you going to the dentist for? To get my teeth cleaned.
Checkup.
Like, I mean, why do you go to the dentist?
Some people don't have doctors, dentists. So, they don't.
I understand that part of it. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying that people that are skeptical. I'm not really judging people that are skeptical because I was skeptical. I'm still skeptical now. But at the end of the day, I feel like I spoke to doctors. I have doctors in my family. I spoke to them. They're adamant for me to take it.
It shouldn't take you months. It shouldn't take you months to research though to save yourself. Though it shouldn't take you months.
I don't even think the research with this is the only place where me and you separate on this when it comes to the people that are in doubt. I understand why they're in doubt.
Oh, definitely.
Especially Black Americans. I totally understand why they're in
doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Getting the information in front of you and seeing it still might make you skeptical about what this country have done to you. But what I always like to say, or what I say to a lot of my Black American friends, is that, man, this is a world thing. This is
it's not a race thing. This is everybody.
Yeah.
But
everybody's going down from it or not.
Like I didn't obligate.
Just happen to be more of us. I don't like you tonight. Okay.
Why y'all try and make we go down shot, man?
Everybody's going down.
Everybody.
Like,
we're not going down.
I didn't obligate my kids to take it.
Exactly.
You know I didn't make them. Right. My daughter did because she said, "Mom, I'm going to school, and if something jump on me, I'm like, then it's not going to jump on you." But she's around, she's around people and stuff. They be in the dorm, so she was like, "I want to take it, just in case I do have to. At least I have a fighting chance." And I said, "Okay, no problem." My oldest son don't want to take it, which I understand he don't want to take it. I don't obligate him to take it because he don't really go nowhere. My boy don't go nowhere.
My uncle deemed as all my uncle kids live with him because he wants them to finish college. Well, only one of them don't live with him, but he wants them to finish college so they don't have to worry about paying bills. But my uncle deemed them necessary to do that because his wife is a doctor. So he deemed them necessary because that's what she feels. She feels that's the best route for her family. She's a believer in science because she's a doctor. So you can't stay in my house if you don't take it. Remember, one of my cousins didn't want to take it. They had a big argument about it.
That's the rule.
My uncle told him, say, hey, man, you don't even have to worry about coming home. I'll bring your bags to you wherever you at.
So he got to go to the hospital.
Rules, Playboy. And what she says this is what we doing. And because she's a doctor and I believe in her, that's what we doing.
And that's in that case, that's his house, his rules. So do it or get lost.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And
exactly. That's what it is.
You guys have the same. Do you guys say the same at pre-COVID? In a way, yes.
The same,
in a way, yes. Because I feel like if you putting yourself in problems, you shouldn't be able to go before me. If I'm doing what I'm doing right, and I was like say, we both riding a bicycle down the street. You decide that you wanted to have one too many last night, and you roll over the sidewalk, trip, and crack your neck. I'm riding, paying attention to everything, and a car came, swing my way. Bloops, I cracked my neck. I feel like I should get service before you. You did that to yourself. I didn't do it to me.
And that's not unreasonable.
Well, there's healthcare professionals
that's not
who feel like they should be put ahead of patients because they take care of other patients. You feel like that's okay?
The prioritizing, I don't think is the issue.
I think the hospital system, though, are going to be
do that.
But no, like they pick their system. Some people go, some people don't. Yeah. I just had a problem with Short Man saying people should not be seen. That is the only.
That's it. That's
the only issue. I don't think anybody for any reason whatsoever does. I honestly hate the fact that in Everybody healthcare is a business. Okay,
but I say that because
everybody is
coming before you. If my husband he's coming before you because he take all the things. He take his medicine. He has the fully vaccinated, everything. You be out there, you don't want to get vaccinated, you want to live your brother, and no, I don't want to do this. Yes, my husband should come before.
So T, I was saying is the system is so jammed right now. Cherie husband should go first. That person, if there's no space, they should just go home.
I think that it should continue to, no matter what, COVID, un-COVID, I think healthcare should remain the same, and it should go by the severity of the person. The system is not, once you start allowing doctors and nurses to judge who they care for, you're going to have the same issue we have with these police, okay? You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot judge somebody in the way that they live. I've seen it. I've seen doctors like treat patients because they have no insurance, because they don't have clean clothing. I've seen them get treated like crap. And that's somebody's parent. That's somebody's mom. And there's no excuse for anyone judging who should get care better and not. It should be completely based upon you'll feel different if that's your child who decided not to get, your grown child who decided not to get the vaccine, and then their life depend on it. You're going to want someone to save your child's life. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to want them to save your child's life. If someone close by you chose not to, you know what I mean? You're going to want them to save a life. And that's how healthcare should be.
My thing is, the goalpost, I'm going to want them to save my dog.
Here's a pulse up. There you go.
I'm gonna want them to do all of that. But at the
end, what y'all say? Let me just say this. For example, me when I thought I was dying, when I went to the hospital and I thought I was dying, I wasn't. So okay, I went there. They checked me out and I wasn't. So they sent me home. That's cool. That's fine. But just to say, oh no, they don't deserve to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool. But because we as a person, when we as a person are sick, of course, we feel like that's the most important thing in the world. We feel the worst. That's the worst thing that's happening. I'm dying. I'm dead halfway. But of course, recently, y'all know when I went to the hospital, I was why they not taking me? Like I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, we was
and I wasn't
cussing them out on
right.
But here's the thing though. I want to ask you this. So how come we believe in the doctor but don't believe in what the words of the vaccine? What's that?
Some people, I feel like some people just want to have controversy.
Let me finish. Ask you first. Do we feel like it comes from people putting out negativity about the shot, or it's actual people just being like, I want to be cautious?
It's negative.
No, it's a combination of both, but I would say I think that the big majority of it is like the people who saying, oh, you know, I'm not putting that in my body because I don't know what it is. Turn around and puff their cigarette. You know what I'm saying?
Because somebody told them that. They heard it from somebody else.
Right. They don't know. They're just putting stuff in the universe to be like, you know, this is the reason, or you know what I'm saying? Because, or say, for example, okay, I'm not doing this because of this, and that, and then you taking whatever somebody gave you, you eating it, you smoking it, you drinking it. You don't know what they put in there either. So like a lot of people who have that as their reason, it's just they want to be controversial.
That's true.
A lot of it, because a lot of people are kicking back just for the fact that people are saying you have to. You understand the same way. Like there's some people in this world where if you tell them they can't do something, they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like people don't like to be told what to do. First off, so when people are coming off so aggressive, like you have to do it and you have to, that itself can make people be like, I ain't doing nothing. You know, just like the mask. I ain't wearing no mask. I'm like, people get like, we see people spazzing on the plane because of a mask. You know what I mean? At this day and age, it shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even be. But you have to understand that we are in a, like, I can't speak on other countries because I'm not there, but we're in America. You know what I mean? Where they build it on freedom and you could do whatever you want. This is land of the free, home of the brave. Like, so people really get hell bent on.
I saw the same thing in Canada just now. Canada, they were throwing stones at Trudeau in Canada. They was spitting at him, throwing stones.
Because you're gonna have it. Some people are just truly concerned. You know what I mean? And then you just really and truly have people who are extremely holistic and they really rather do natural remedies than any kind of medical care.
Why is holistic?
Why not stay at home?
That's like saying this holistic. You said, why do they go to the doctor? Because you still have to check yourself and make sure where your levels are. You know what I mean? Your blood work. You have to make sure your blood pressure is where it's supposed to be.
All science.
You have to have your heart listened to. They care about their health, but when they get diagnosed with something, they will actually do their research and look up holistic ways, natural remedies to care for it. That's their choice. I'm not going to be mad if I choose to take a blood pressure pill and they don't. That's just their choice. And that's the whole thing.
Blood pressure. I think the argument comes with so many
with the fear of COVID.
Exactly. So many people in the Black community dying from it. Knowing numerous people myself.
So many people in this world, like it's still here. It's devastating. And I don't want to act like I'm downplaying it.
I'm gonna talk for me. That people that I've seen die from it. I've seen at least 13 to 14. I got to count, but it's at least the last time I count, more people died. I was at 11, and I know at least three more people died. I have to actually write the names down on paper.
I mean, that's crazy for one person to say that. That's insane.
Personally, know people that died, so that's why I advocate for people to know the right information about the shot. So that's why if you say something that I know, that I've seen, that the doctors are saying that's why you hear me jump in and say that's not true. Because I can't afford to put out misinformation to people and let that sit on me. That's on me. I have to correct that. I can't let that go because I know that I've talked to a person 2 or 3 days and he died 2 or 3 days later. I know that I spoke to somebody on a Sunday and the next Sunday his brother is telling me that he's dead. That I have to block it out of my mind to come up here and do the program with us and then break down after it's over with. So I know that this stuff is real. I know
it's real for sure.
Yeah, we gotta be more responsible how we talk about it.
Definitely real. We do.
I don't like the people that send out and they said my husband had it. I saw my husband almost took a breath and did not
over here.
He was
my son had it. My son had it. My great grandma had it.
3 weeks in the hospital because, especially first of all, diabetic, transplant patient, on top of COVID, I did not know if I was going to see my husband the next day. So that's why I get mad at people when they talk about, oh, well, if you get it's your choice, but make sure you do your this and drink this. My husband can't drink none of that. My husband can't drink all elderberries and all this stuff that y'all concoct to be. He don't have to. He cannot take nothing because he have to keep his immune system down because for it not to fight the organs that he have that are borrowed. So I get mad at that. You cannot tell people, oh, well, if he's that, like somebody said, well, somebody said something, how did he catch diabetes?
What the?
And
I'm sorry. I caught myself.
Let me give Lola hers. Lola, shut up.
I caught myself, man.
No, but that's why I have to remove I say, you know what? I ain't gonna. I'm gonna skip you because you
like he went to the store and it was on the bag of sugar that they had.
Yeah, that's what I like, told her.
When you have people ask stupid questions, you give them a stupid answer.
And that's how he got that.
Let me tell you something, Carrie. China is one of the most lionest country in the world. I don't believe nothing.
I think he was being facetious. I don't think he was mean. I think he was serious about that.
I miss a lot of you guys texting. We know Carrie Chinese, so he always gonna pick up for people.
But
I'm not going there.
I just hate people giving out information. Like I have this boy that always talking about stuff like I'm just gonna take him on because he be talking the most stupidest thing about how he's vegan and that's the reason why he don't have COVID because he's vegan and that's not because you don't have COVID. You be in your house, you don't go nowhere. You order everything. He does not go nowhere. He order everything to come to his door. When you open the door, Lysol.
That's me.
You go nowhere. That's why you haven't gone.
I go places though.
Me too.
Remember when you saw me at the pool party? Every time I shook somebody's hand, I took my.
This was Sean. Yeah.
I swear by I ain't gonna lie. I swear by my CMOS.
I keep distracting me.
Oh,
I take it every day.
Gary knows.
I take my CMOS every day, and I personally feel benefits from it. Not saying that that's protecting me from COVID. You know what I mean? But that's
my hands like raw now from washing so much.
Yeah, that's what Carrie was like, bro, because I wash my hand regularly anyway. So Carrie's like, bro, I don't know how you gonna survive with
now
this.
It's double.
Yeah. And see that's another part of like being out in public. I'm used to knowing, you know what I mean, just people you could be around in public, but nothing is gonna really 100% protect you, you know what I mean? Nothing really will.
Cherie had a friend that called me and asked me what they should use to stop them from getting COVID. And I had to tell her, hey, let me call you back later.
You should use your doctor to answer this question, man.
Yeah. The thing is because
like nothing is gonna really 100% stop you from getting it.
And I'm sure there's some earthly remedy.
Why she call you?
because she think that because I'm on my health trip and I'm Jamaican that we all drink bush.
Natural. They would think that the islanders have more natural.
But that's not true. We have a thing in Jamaica called Panadol. Same thing as Tylenol.
Panadol. Get 2 caffeinato.
We live by that.
I think they're probably thinking, because a lot of people when they think of Jamaicans, they think of immediately Rasta, Rastafari and natural man, bushman,
That'll be those people that go to school a lot.
Those are people who
is very thin. There'll be people that don't go to school a lot.
That's why she thought that.
Dre, right?
That's crazy.
That's a fair dunce.
So now I got Jamal.
Family. At the end of the day, we can all agree to disagree. It's all our life. We all do what we need to do to protect ourselves. Some of us feel, some of us gonna feel differently from some because we've seen certain things that others haven't seen. We've come intertwined with death in our family from COVID. I've even had a dude send me a message about sniffing hot tea in the morning will burn COVID out of your throat and your nose.
Oh yeah, they had that one. Everybody was burnt like.
Yeah, I had to send somebody. Had to send somebody real information why that's not going to work for them from the doctors, from the real scientists.
Burn if you get the.
You know, people will come up with some stuff to make them feel like they you know, like they will make up something to make it feel like however they think is like right, the best, whatever. Like, and some of this stuff is extremely far-fetched. Like, how dare you tell me to burn my nose up? Like,
and let's correct
what
one
you
thing
want me
too,
to
man.
do? Sniff some coke too?
Yeah. So let's correct one thing too, man. I know y'all ladies on here was talking about birth control and babies. That's not the same thing as COVID. What we were talking about earlier.
Nobody
we need to be
that.
careful about that.
Nobody. Okay. Let me. Because I'm the one that said it, so I think I should really address it.
Yeah,
I am not saying that. Yeah. My point is, you cannot differentiate someone's choices and providing them with health care. That is my point.
Not supposed to.
I'm giving it a simpler, a more layman example. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, let me finish though, because that's kind of what messed it up a lot. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, someone can judge a woman and say that, you know what I mean? But does it make it right? It does not. The same way I feel like you should not judge someone about taking a vaccine. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying COVID is the same thing as a baby. I'm not saying, what I mean is some people would say that women should not be able to have an abortion or something like that.
It was just a comparison.
They're not taking birth control. COVID. I'm not trying to.
But with everything that's going on with women now, y'all could have shown something better though, for real.
Right. Yeah, let's leave that one alone. That was their opinion.
It was just an example. Sorry, it wasn't meant to offend anybody. It was just an example.
It is what it is.
It came off the top of my head,
and it may not coincide at times. So let's not overdo that one. It happens. Now, I use examples a lot of times. I'm sure people don't agree with a lot of them.
Right.
I use some bad examples too.
You are a bad example.
Jesus.
It was from your inhumane comment.
It was a tough comment, but it was necessary. It was tough, but it was necessary.
I'm at a 65-75% agreement with that. I feel like you should give up your spot if you feel like this doesn't work and there's no reason for you to take it. Then you should hold on, wait till I get my care, and then you can come get yours after me. So maybe it's not deny you care fully.
I mean, that's your own personal.
I should bump you if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And you're not. I should bump you.
That's your choice. I've heard plenty of reasons why people feel like they should be bumped above another patient. That's something just common. It wasn't about being bumped. My whole thing was, he said they should not receive care. Like, you didn't get the vaccine, so you should die. That was my issue. That's it. But
they chose that though, right? Did they choose that?
Yeah, they did. And I know some people. I know some people who, because I have a lot of family members who are still. I'm not in healthcare anymore, but I still have some who are on the front line taking care of them COVID patients who chose not to get their vaccine. And I'd be darned if that person who took care of all these COVID patients should not.
That's the risk.
Tomato, tomato.
I mean, God bless them. That's what it's willing to take.
But that's why I gave my example.
Yeah, God bless them. That's what it's willing to take. I mean, in their case, they may get looked upon.
That's their choice. That's their choice.
They're at least still doing the work. So we got to get them a.
We're not going to change each other's mind.
We're not. That's their choice.
People are going to do what they want to do. But I'm still going to say at the end of the day that I'm still going to put the right information out there to people. I'm still going to come back.
We got to do that.
That I see, I'm going to combat it. Especially if it don't have anything to do with me, then fine, go jump off a cliff. But if it has something to do with me, I'm going to combat every misinformation that comes around me, because I'm not willing to to help uneducate the black community when it comes to something that could.
I ain't gonna contribute to the foolishness.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But on the other hand, I'm in a full agreement with you doing whatever you want to do with yourself.
Definitely,
I do that. So I wouldn't ask you not to be able to do that. But I do feel like I should bump you.
Go to the end of the line.
Yeah, if I should bump you, if I'm doing the right things and you're not, I feel like, hey, if you need stick it down my throat, well, nah.
Wow. Okay. I think we need them bombs on Sean. Stick it down his throat.
I dropped the bomb already.
Oh,
I'm gonna plug up my sound. I'm gonna plug up my sound effects machine next time.
I think that's one of those check, please.
Trake me before, trake me before you trake that fool. Make sure I live. I want to live, obviously. That's what I meant to say. I mean, I forgot Baghdad myself again. Baghdad. I forgot Baghdad. One more time, yeah, one come
Baghdad. Stop it.
Baghdad.
What a mess.
Yourself, Dre, big up yourself. Sweet Pisces, big up yourself. Lou, big up yourself. Everybody that's on the live that's not commenting, big up yourself. People on Facebook that are watching, I know that y'all can watch it without clicking on it, and y'all can hear what we're saying. We know y'all doing that too. So big up for yourself too. Sometimes people find it hard to, I guess, support people. I guess, sometimes they're scared to see you become a giant or scared to see you conquer the world. But we shall conquer with or without you. That's just how life goes, my brother. Ain't nothing that I put a full strength in that fails, and this won't be one of them either.
As long as T keep doing what she's doing.
Hey.
Because I'm going to stick beside him.
Hold him down. October 15th, no power in the building. Don't forget that. Get your tickets. We're going to give away some tickets next week. Lola, what you rolling over there?
I see you, Lola.
I have a new wig on.
Lola, what you rolling over there? Lola look like she rolling. You gonna pass something over there to T? Look like you rolling over there.
No, I'm typing.
Nebraska.
Already
Nebraska just checking in. Nebraska, you checking right on time. Nebraska, we was just about to hit out. Big up yourself, Nebraska. Over there? How? I not even want to say that. But over there, how you doing over there in Australia? Australia. Big up yourself, Nebraska. Nebraska is our AGP family member that's checking in from all the way over there. Big up yourself, family.
Yeah, man.
Hey, fam, nice conversation. I feel like we could have yelled a little bit more. But,
you put me on mute.
Yeah.
You muted me.
You should have said something earlier.
I only got one shut up tonight.
Yeah, sometimes we
got I got it all night. He had to mute me.
I don't
think I ever been muted before.
Throwing both tonight, huh?
Hey, you and Charmaine was acting like y'all wanted to go through the window at y'all one another. I was like, hold on.
Every time I said two words, women were cutting me off.
Just passion, energy. That's it. No passion, energy. Nothing else.
Vaccinated. Hey, everybody can come.
She's taking non-vaccinated.
Everyone can come because they go anyway. Why change it now?
Hey, might as well come up. Might as well show up.
Nebraska said we just had our biggest earthquake in 100 years. Oh man!
Everybody's
Hey, wow!
Hey, blessings to the people of Australia, man.
Everybody's okay.
Much blessings.
Hope everything is good. Hope everybody made it through. Hope everybody is fine over there.
Definitely.
People that's on the live, hit like please before we roll out. It's 10:30 on the dot. 10:30 on the dot.
You gotta say it with an accent.
10:30 on the dot. Let's hit this one more time. Noah Power in the building. October 15th. T gonna celebrate her birthday out there.
Your season.
There's no height limit, so Sharp Man will be there also. One time for these girls right here. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let them go. Thanks to all. Hey, Sharp Man, how tall are you?
7'5".
7-5. Hey, don't forget that we're having a competition for all the members of the podcast. So you can guess Short Man's real height starting next month. If you can get Short Man's real height, we're gonna give you a cash prize. Don't matter where you at, as long as you have Zelle, Cash App. We ain't going to Western Union because players don't play like that. If you have Zelle and Cash App,
players don't play like that.
Yeah, players ain't playing like that. I ain't about to be standing online to send you my money. I ain't gonna
be like this.
Yeah, you know.
Standing in the line.
You can at least have your Cash App and Zelle ready. Yeah. But thanks for everybody showing up, Kerry. Once again, I don't know if you can come in the party. Oh yeah, there's no height limit, so you can show up to your own party. Kerry talking about Short Man 3'2". Short Man taller than you, Kerry, so you must be like 2'9".
Everybody got joked.
So Papa Smurf. Yeah. Sweet Pisces. Everybody out there, big up yourself, man. Hey, fam.
We love y'all.
Wave off our
yes,
people.
Yes,
y'all be good. Take
Thursday
care.
Night for the ratchet.
Thursday night.
We gonna
real.
get real ratchet. Don't be worried about it. We're
gonna be righteous too. We're gonna be righteous too.
Maybe.
A little bit.
You know.
I think we had enough righteous tonight to last for a little bit.
Yeah. And thanks for the love. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for us so far. Please hit like. Please hit like and share on your social media network so we can keep this whole dialect conversation going. And no matter how much you hear us argue, we all go into the after party, and none of this ain't never happened because we all friends after this. It's just, this is just good, great conversations that, we got to have as a community, and we got to everybody have different point of views. Mm-hmm. And I still feel like I should bump people.
Bump them.
Out of here, man.